A new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizin, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind, but they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello, and welcome to D6 Tricks, Legend of the Wildlands. I finally set mics to be a source rather than something I have to remember to turn on and off. So now, automatically, you're going to hear my beautiful voice whenever I want you to, and not whenever I don't want you to. Ooh. I am Alex, and joining me as always, my lovely cast and crew of players. We have Atlas.
Thinking about the Toxic Avenger.
Thinking about the Toxic Avenger. We have Juno.
Most popcorn is actually cooked in coconut oil, which is which sounds crazy, but you know, it's actually the industry standard for like most popcorn. So yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Like you have to pop it somehow.
Exactly. And we have Queen.
Put popcorn in microwave. Beep beep. That's all you need.
You severely misunderstand how microwave popcorn
by Orville Redenbacher's.
How Orville Redenbacher's popcorn is different than regular-ass popcorn kernels.
What you mean? There's no
Well,
difference.
I just buy the kernels. I don't buy it bagged. I don't buy, like, the convenience bag popcorn.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped using the convenience bag popcorn because I can control how much popcorn I make, and when I need a movie night, I gotta have a lot of popcorn.
This reminds me of that one scene in Oran High School Host Club where Haruhi gets the already ground coffee and everybody's freaking out over it because they're all rich. This is the vibe.
But the popcorn is cheaper by, like, so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
It's cheaper and
Plus
you
you
can
can buy
flavor it how
Flavor
you want.
Yeah,
No, this
even
is-
if you just want a flavor call, you could buy that off of Amazon.
Alex is going to like come to come to the UK one day, look at our popcorn and be like, I'm going to try this popcorn.
Yeah. Wow, I'm very sad. I forgot. British people hate spice.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you wouldn't last a single day. You wouldn't last a single day if you had to eat bulldog for lunch.
The things Alex could tell you about me was spices, which turns out there's no spices in the food at all, and I thought there was.
I will never forget the black pepper.
We'll never forget the black pepper.
Oh my god.
Listen,
And neither will you if we Yanks have anything to say about it.
I'm
Fuck me,
terrible.
were we
with
here to play a
spices.
game or some shit?
No, we're gonna discuss popcorn. I was just gonna say I'm terrible with spices, but then we have Queen, and he's like, "Oh, black pepper, that's too much." There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're missing two folks. We got to fill up the airtime somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, in between the great popcorn debates of 2025, sometimes we play Dungeons and Dragons on Legend of the Wildlands. Recap of last session. Last session was mostly a combat session. First against the Abishai, big old, like, devil dragon spawn of Tiamat, who were nasty, liked biting people who tried to hit them. But the group was taken down, and they challenged the leader of the Vothdar, Rikdar Televar, who it turns out was both an accomplished warrior and an accomplished wizard. And grouping up a whole bunch of companions like you see here can turn against you, and you have to heal all of them from Kona Cold. But eventually they managed to come out victorious using the power of action economy, even against an ice devil that was summoned in the middle of the battle, by bringing Rikdar into a memory shard where his son Belemir was in pain, managing to snap him out of a devilish possession. At which point he turned against the devil, was like, fine, you can take the banner back to Macy, so she'll give you the Sigil of Humanity. Don't fuck with me again or I'll kill you. And the group's like, same to you, buddy! So, at that point, they brought the banner back to Peace Promise, delivered it to the governor, Macy Greymane, who delivered unto them the Sigil of Humanity, the second of the 6 sigils of Sedaria. The group is now back at Peace Promise, looking at various things to do, perhaps adjusting the size of their party if they so decide to do that, doing maybe a little shopping, maybe some shopping around for more companions if they want to be absolutely fucking crazy, and also looking at buying an outpost and figuring out whatever that would mean. And that is where we rejoin our heroes. Back in Peace Promise, as I pull up the map for that because it's very pretty, and resume our adventures here in Sedaria.
All right. So we should probably offload some of the companions because now that we're done raiding the Vothdar.
Yeah. Is anyone
We gotta keep the beer
particular-
laser. We gotta keep the beer laser.
Okay, yes. Eldritch Blast is required.
Blast
Alwareth.
is too funny.
Not Alwareth. Fucking Brondish. Yes,
Brondish.
Brandish, yes.
We're keeping Carolina. This is non-negotiable.
Yeah, I think everybody who's like been with us in the long term so far, I think we try to keep it.
For sure. So keeping Brondish, keeping Carolina, keeping Helena, keeping Barkat. So I guess that just leaves us with Shikaria and Alwareth, I believe, as our
And Olgo.
And Olgo.
And Olgo. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Olgo very
I'm
much
so-
My
enjoys
heart
traveling with friends, and his puny heart would break if his friends told Olgo to leave. I'm messing with you at this point.
Yeah, you are. I was about to say my heart doesn't want to let him go, but my strategy brain says we're a little spread thin.
Something out of character. So when Brondish dies,
So when Brondish dies again.
two healers dead.
When inevitably the frickin' Acherite arrows like bust out of like their box like a zombie coming out of a casket and waddle towards Swalen and force him to shoot Brondish in the chest. I mean, Brondish is pretty thick, so it take a few arrows to get into the chest, but still it can happen.
So, an eventuality. It's I really wish I was here when Olgo was recruited because, like, unironically, didn't get the opportunity to do it. But Tig loves Olgo. Tig looked at Olgo and was like, "You are baby shaped."
We'll say
no.
Yeah, I will say we are kind of hurting for healers at the moment.
Yeah, but like splitting our XP and treasure as well. So
That is true.
yeah, I'd say just stick with Brondish maybe, and then
Okay, and then the rest can.
don't know. Do you have a particular attachment to Alwarith, Queen?
Now, Nyx does, but me, myself, and I do not
I
mind.
think, yeah, I think he's got his axe thing to follow. So
Yeah, there we go.
he's
Yeah.
got business. We kind of rudely pour him away from his business to
Yeah.
miss some axes.
Maybe whenever you go to the jungle, you can meet back up with him. But for right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We owe him one. We owe him one for helping us out over there. So when we go over to the jungle, we'll definitely
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
fantastic.
we'll definitely
So-
address his axe thing more.
His
Okay.
accent thing.
okay. Alwarth gets up after you tell him, all right, we need to part ways. Just goes, okay, stands up, leaves, starts heading.
Wait, no. Wait, no, it won't be forever.
Okay.
So just awkwardly holds a hand out. See you soon?
No, you won't, because I'm going that way.
Wait, no, I mean, see you eventually.
Statistically, that is possible.
Cool. Well,
Statistically, that's the most syllables I've ever heard come out of him.
well, it was
I
fun
did some
seeing you
reading.
again, Alworth. Yeah. It's nice to see you again.
I'm glad for you. I had a bad time.
You know, that's understandable. Well, hopefully we meet under better circumstances.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye! And then Alwarth leaves.
Oh dear.
Right. Well, at least it leaves Marcia, Shikaria, Olgo.
Yeah. So, cool with Olgo going his own separate way, and then as for Shikari and Marcia, I mean, yeah, I guess it's nice to have like a mage or something. Shikari might end up being a problem though. TM. So,
Especially if you want to take the stealthy approach around hobgoblins.
yeah.
So that might be a liability.
That's a good point.
Marcia
yeah.
has cool powers, but again, like probably more
See-
useful around the marsh, around her
Mm.
home turf.
Hmm.
Yeah, because Shikari's alright, but also, if we're kind of cooling off for a little bit, I don't really see what else he can do.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Right.
All right.
And probably, yeah.
Fair enough, says Shikaria, dusting off, like getting his pack ready. I better not turn around and catch you recruiting that fucking goblin, though.
Oh god, no. we
no,
would
we're
not.
reasonable folk. We would
Yeah.
wait until you are out of sight. Thank you.
Reasonable. That's, I guess, the most I could ask for.
Oh, we'll see
Which-
you soon.
Thank you.
We weren't planning
Thank you
on
for
it,
your
but,
service.
Call me if you need any goblins burned alive.
Uh-uh.
Now, if we take the direct approach on some goblins, that's when we're gonna need them.
Mhm.
Shikari leaves, Nyx is just like, I think he likes us.
What gave that away? No, genuinely. What gave that away?
No, I feel we bonded a little. One knows we got off to a bad start, but built it up from the ground up. Is that how they say it in common?
Presumably. I mean,
Megan looks around and remarks that a lot of these people seem to be very snarky.
well, you don't get to be an adventurer without having a bit of a personality, now do you?
Megan closes her mouth and then nods a little bit.
The gears slightly turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we saying goodbye to Marsha as well, or is she staying?
Yeah, probably parting with her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we'll probably try to find her again, like if we get down to the Le Jungle.
Well, it's been a pleasure, darlings, but this place is way too, how do I put it? Smells too nice for my liking anyway.
Thank you for your service.
Of course. You're up in the Northeast anytime, come on down and see me. I'd be delighted to show you some of my trademark hospitality.
Very kind of you.
Boop. March you gone.
All right. Oh, I don't want to let go. I don't want to have to let go of Olga.
It is okay.
Hey,
Olga will remember these friends forever and ever. Olga will make little rock dolls out of them and keep them close to him instead of living friends.
That's adorable.
That's so nice.
Megan nods. Write to us, and we will try to write back.
Olga will try to write legibly. That's always been a problem in Olga's educational regimen.
I mean, if Olga knows the word regimen, they're already off to a great start.
Well, it was a pleasure, and who knows, if we happen to be in the same areas, we may meet again.
Olga hopes so.
And we will remember.
Olga would like for a friend to be more than a one-time and then dead friend.
Hmm.
Oh, we
Understandable.
don't. Yeah, we don't aim for that.
Well, good luck and safe travels, little sibling.
Good luck to you, little
Aw.
sibling. All right.
Who does that leave us with?
Bradish.
Yeah.
That,
Just Brundish. Okay.
Rondish, and then the ones who stayed.
yes.
Cool. You
The
can
ones
pry
who we've
Helena
been
out of
with.
my cold dead hands.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, Helena is essentially an original member. So
Helena
Okay.
finally found the group of really chill people who won't give her too much shit, so she knows a good gig when she sees one.
Yeah, and also,
also,
you know,
we hired the beer person.
you
so-
hired the beer
Yes.
person, so I do not want to go anywhere while she's around. That's not what my beer summoning is for, says Rondish.
So does that mean you're finding religion, Helena?
Maybe there's some celestial power that's alright. Maybe there's the one. Oh my god, the heresy, I can smell it on you.
I wonder if you could get
The dynamics.
adopted by some other celestial, power, be emancipated from one and be taken under the wing of another. You deserve it, if anything.
Fuck yeah, I do.
all right.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to have you on board, Brundish.
Hi, for as long as that lasts, I do intend to try and spread the word of the brew to as many people as possible, and, look, you seem nice, you travel a lot. If I find a more efficient way, I may have to go. I'm just saying that right now.
Question: what race is Brundish?
Dwarven.
She's dwarf. Yes, I guessed it from Brie.
Little tooltip pops up again above Nick's. New mother acquired.
New
Additional mother acquired.
Yeah.
Not new. Additional.
Wine mommy acquired.
What?
What? Oh my god.
Fuck.
Wine,
I-
wine aunt.
I will switch to Dwarvish and just go, well, I don't mind a brew in modicum.
Oh my god, your accent is so cute.
It's a weird mishmash.
Mishmashes work fine, especially in a brew, assuming you don't poison it.
I didn't plan to, but
You as in the general existence all around us, you.
oh, okay. I was just saying, you brewed Hamaskus's beer supply. I think they don't like to murder. I think they would be inclined.
I've heard some shit about Hamaskas.
We're in the nice part of Hamaskus.
Okay, I'll believe that then.
And when I say the nice part, I mean probably the very isolated part in retrospect.
That would
I was
explain
about
that.
to ask. Hey, GM, is there a nice part of Hamask?
Um, so, this is just a general knowledge thing that I assume you would have picked up. There's a huge central mountain range that splits Hamascus down the middle. On the west is like the frontiers, like American Southwest-ish deserts, that type of area. Because it's so frontier-based, and they're still trying to unite everything, there's definitely the possibility that there's some isolated settlement that's nice there. Eastern part is more situated, more civilized. Like, it's a... To use real-world comparisons, it's a cross between the Russian Empire and the Ottoman Empire on the eastern side of Hamascus. And it's definitely more...
interesting, okay.
Yeah, definitely more put together, but the niceness is going to be a lot less easily found. Like, they're hospitable, but not nice on East Hamascus.
Better have a lot of fucking gold.
Yep. Exactly.
Also, I'm sorry, you picked the perfect person to give that specific historical analogy to. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, sure, nice part. Definitely. Actually, Nix, I'm kind of curious. What was your first language?
Sylvan.
Really?
I'd assume so. It took me a bit to kind of understand Common, and then took a little longer to speak it, but that was more from circumstances.
So you just you were found, but you could speak it innately, was it?
I'm not too sure. I think it just came about from immersing over time.
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of went in the
creature.
Yeah, it kind of went in the order Sylvan, I think Elvish I kind of picked up in the mix of it, then Dwarvish, and then Common down the line.
Okay. Odd. Anyways.
Yeah, but what isn't odd about me at this point?
Well, you do make a very excellent point. You are a unique creature, Nix Copperpots.
Yeah. Well, I like that about me. I think we're all unique.
Megan claps. Megan claps Nix on the back. Nix, friend, that is most important.
Oh, you're warming my little heart.
I have been warming your everything. The entire time we were in the tundra.
I like the idea as soon as Megan mentions Tundra, Nix just looks at them and says like, oh yeah, just takes the coat off.
You have been wearing that the entire time we were here?
I was wondering why it was so warm.
Megan lets out a mechanical grunt. Fleshlings. And chuckles a little bit.
Oh, fleshlings.
Oh, fleshlings. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Boom!
You and your temperature and your brains. And your squishy meat.
Air.
Your need for food and air. Your susceptibility to disease.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine not being able to go to a mechanic. Couldn't be me.
Which I was made aware of. Weakness of my flesh. I detested it. I crave the strength and certainty of steel.
Okay. Were we gonna go outpost shopping?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You head
Let's
back.
look at some Sidarian real estates.
Fuck yeah.
All right. You head back into the Sidarian Market Square and find the stall that you passed by once before with a waving flag on it that says, "Ask us about building an outpost." Manning it currently are a slightly snow-covered gnome and a slightly ash-covered kobold.
Is the snow not melting?
Yeah, the snow is not melting. You're still in the plateau, so it's a little bit cold, but there's just some snow that's still stuck in like the gnome's hair that he hasn't shook out yet.
Okay.
Guess we're just gonna walk up and lean on the counter, be like,
Hello, sirs. We are here to ask about an outpost.
Yeah. They immediately spring upwards. Well, lucky you customers. We are running a special deal. We've assembled a document that both explains what an outpost is, what you can get with it down the line, and how expensive it is. So they roll out this long scroll as the kobold clears his throat. He's like, right, so outposts we can build just about anywhere. Doesn't matter how dangerous the area, doesn't matter how civilized the area, we can build them wherever you want, and it's your little home base. Maybe even a little town if you get started really into building it. But we do need materials and, a little bit of workers' fees to begin with it.
All right, center of Sideria, right under the castle. That's where we gotta do. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, bet, he says, cracking his knuckles.
Oh, no!
I'm sure we would pay for that in terms of the workers' fees.
I'm sure we would pay for that for putting it under the castle.
Yeah.
Talk about a document. Okay.
Yep.
Scrap!
Scanning documents.
Mm-hmm. Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
15,000 gold.
That's for the big one. If you want a small one, that's about a third of the price.
Hmm.
5K, that's...
Yeah. Okay. So, outpost cost is abstracted in the form of scrap, which is also what we use to fix our weaponry, should it break, which...
Yep.
Doesn't someone have a broken weapon right now, too?
Oh, yes. Where's the goop?
The goop!
Oh, wait, I have the goop.
You have the goop.
Have the goop.
Yes. I'm gonna use the goop.
I
While we're at
have
this.
I
All
have
right.
spare scrap if you need it.
We want to use the scrap for the house, though, so...
I know, but just in case.
Okay, just in case. Well, I do have the goop, so...
Oh, wow, okay. It was a lot.
All right.
Ooh.
You use the goop to fix up the legendary Sword of Titan's Fall.
Yay! Woo!
This really is Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Find the Master Sword. Bonk.
Bonk.
Crack.
It breaks.
Oh man, we also have to deal with zoning laws.
Zoning laws!
Let's go! Our real estate simulator has gotten so much more immersive. Industrial zones, commercial zones, residential, defense zones. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and infrastructure as well.
I want to build a death ray pointed straight up from in the basement of the castle.
That's my defense zone.
So when we activate it, we can just instantly murk the entire murk Augustine.
We did it!
We did it!
The outpost is now king of Sideria!
The outpost is now king of Sideria.
Hey, hope you don't mind
That
me
would
just
be
moving to your
really funny.
basement.
No. You don't understand. The town is now the town, like itself, like the building. Now rules the country. The country will fall into anarchy and split into a group of nation state into a fragmented group of nation states.
I feel
Honestly,
like
that
I've
would be an improvement.
heard this story before.
One could say the Empire would be fallen.
Indeed. Okay. For people who are listening, so outposts, basically you have your zones that you can build in that are certain types, and then we abstract the cost in terms of BP. 1 BP is about 2,000 gold or 20 scrap. So yeah. So the zones that we get, so our 5K would go into a small outpost, which consists 4 free zones and 1 free infrastructure. And then we would add on to that afterwards.
I see.
Okay, so residential is for sure required. And then, yeah. Okay, so Oh, those are a lot of different ones. Food, water, for infrastructure, I mean food, water, roads, postal, sanitation, lights, education. Oh boy. Yeah, this is an investment. So
Yes.
for instance, even base, if you just do the 5K one, you get a free infrastructure. So yeah, I'd do that on food, water, but you'd immediately need something like sanitation, right? Ideally, in my best world, sanitation would already be there too. So that's already, 12 PP. Ay, ay, ay. That's what, 24. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Fucking
24
24K.
K.
Yeah. Damn. All right.
Let's go gambling. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, oh god. Speaking
Or
of
we
gambling.
can, oh.
No, I need to go check back in my notes for some information now that I have some more goals.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
I'm gonna look for that real quick.
If we want to build a little town, we're gonna have to go after more of those treasure piles that Carolina's been kindly leading us to.
Also, like selling some of the stuff we
Also
got,
selling.
like some of the
Yeah, we got a bunch of crap.
Yep. And I will say, the door and the window that you pull from the robe useful items, I will count as a total of 12 scrap.
Okay, 12 scrap.
Ooh, okay, thank you.
Oh, brilliant. So 12 scrap. How much scrap do I have altogether at the minute? Because I've got 2. So that'll make that 14.
Yeah, let me check
Alright,
my
so-
inventory.
Cash and scrap. Does Helena have any?
You have 2
She
scrap.
doesn't.
It looks like, as I,
I don't
scroll
have any.
through. Megan, you don't have scrap. Foylan, I remember when I did a previous look, had some scrap. Foylan has 3.
Okay,
Nizip
that's fine.
does not appear to have scrap.
All right, so we have 5 scrap and then 12 effective scrap.
So that's 17 scrap, which would reduce the small outpost cost to 3,300, and large outpost to 13,300.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at education, and I'm like, it says reduce costs upgrades by 5 BP, minimum 1. Ooh.
Which is good, but like things like lights are also roads. It's kind of in like a heavy hitter category.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like we'd need to save up to be able to get something else, and it
Right.
then
But if you use that for the free one. It'll just be 1 BP.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be 1 BP for the food and water, and then the rest of them will be down to 7 BP for like the other infrastructures.
Big brain.
Big
Okay.
brain.
Great.
Yeah. It's just smart that way.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, hey, it'd be nice to have a school. It'd be nice. It'd be nice for the people of Sideria to have a school, like a nice.
Oh,
Bring up the property value.
that'd be so
Yeah.
I mean, there
In
are other
character, Megan
schools
would
in
be
Sideria.
That's true. Megan would kind of be reminiscing about like helping rebuild one of the schools in this one of the schools after she was awoken. A little smile comes on her face.
Aw. In my like mini story in my head, that's actually how Nyx learned how to talk. Was they saw a load of kids coming out of school and saying the word mum, and that's when they sort of made the connection of like, oh, this woman looking after me is my mum. Oh, okay.
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 So technically
Adorable.
Nyx kind of went to school, just a little bit.
Nyx had a little bit of school.
School from afar.
Nyx
Remote schooling.
Nix went to the vicinity of school.
The vicinity of school.
School adjacent.
Yeah, there we go. Fantastic.
Okay, so we're thinking infrastructure for our freebie, and then for our zones. Let's see.
Yeah. Residential is also required. We must have a
Yeah.
residential.
That would help, yeah.
Otherwise,
Yes.
there are no people to man.
Yep.
Oh, then sparks. Okay. Reason.
Let's see.
Probably, I'd say residential, industrial. It would be useful to have a, outpost that could maintain itself,
Right.
at least a little bit.
Yeah.
And then commercial or defense?
I feel like that might depend on where we build it.
All right, center of the sixth continent.
In that case,
Business.
the death laser, the death ray. All right.
Sorry,
Can we look at the map of the continent real quick?
Yeah,
Absolutely, you can.
I don't know why I'm saying
Thank
yeah,
you.
of course. It's me, my king now.
Thank you, Queen, the GM.
Hello, it is
You-
me,
the
Queen, the
secret
GM.
All right.
All right, so
I don't want
Northwest
to
is
click out of
out.
this because. Okay, just make a
Oh,
pop
if you
out,
double
okay.
click the header, it'll
It'll, like, minimize
Oh,
it.
oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. It would be nice to
Okay.
have it near like a source of water, possibly near a
Yeah.
tower too, so that like we don't have to trudge all the way over to it.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Okay, so tower, source of water. So northwest is out because people would be unhappy with that, and by people I mean Nick's Copperpots.
It's got-
People would not be happy with that.
Thank you.
Desert would also be like, why would you wanna? No thanks.
That's just inhospitable.
Yeah, the one in the sort of like, reserve area, like that's very cool and all. It's in a fucking nature preserve.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
we
Dino
might.
Country.
I feel like there might be some like zoning issue.
We would also break Trill's poor little bird heart,
Yeah. There's
especially if you want to
Like-
put industrial stuff there. Oh god.
true. Well, Trill's like in like the Heartland area from what I understand, so
Yeah,
there
but-
is this sort of like southern coast area which is it's on the more temperate side, so there's that, and I think the clock tower Little Lion. It's also pretty close to a port as well.
Yeah,
Swamp is, or jungle rather, is jungle. It sucks building anything there, in my opinion.
yeah.
Also, we haven't really
No,
explored
no,
much.
you're right. Uh-huh.
And then swamp is swamp.
Yeah. It burned down, caught fire then, sank to the swamp, but the fourth castle stayed up!
Honestly, I'm thinking maybe like, let me get a little measurement thing out or something.
If you build it in the Feywild, their house will probably like grow legs and walk away like a Baba Yaga.
Yeah, so I'm thinking either Fey Forest area would be cool, although we'd have to deal with, Fey shit, and also there's like
Oh,
a
God.
Nilbog outbreak there.
Door to door Nilbog salesman.
No!
Can I interest you in a vacuum cleaner seminar?
Humana.
You need your unload.
Hello, my name is Elder Nilbog, and I would like to send to you this most amazing book.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Nilbog Mormons. That's even worse than Nilbog door-to-door salesman.
Okay, so
Do you want to buy our keys?
if we settle in the Fey Forest, what I'm hearing is that a defense structure is mandatory. Got it. Okay.
And we're hiring Shikarka again to defend it.
God. Honestly. Then there's also like I can't what's the geographical it's like this area?
That is going to be like the northern part of the coast and the southern part of the heartland.
Yeah, honestly, like in between the coast and the heartland might be good. The only
Mm.
trouble is it's not super close to a tower unless we're in like this hex over here.
Right.
Yeah,
We
so
will make our own tower.
either like maybe like this temperate area here,
Yeah,
this
this
sort of,
area
like,
sounds good.
North Heartland, or even like the coastal area would be my, going logically point wise.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do like this area. Oh
Yeah.
my.
What about like what about here? Like
Yeah,
this
there
hex up
looks
here.
cool.
You kind of have like the hills, so you have a bit of like a height thing. You have a river coming down. You have relatively
And
close
access, yeah.
river to the ocean.
Ocean.
This tower right there.
Yeah.
And then another city.
Yeah,
Ooh, me likey.
right.
Yeah, let's do it.
there.
Right
That's
here.
perfect, yeah.
Right here.
All right. Right about
Take
that?
a screenshot.
Yeah. Perfect. Right under Little Lion Clock Tower, too.
Mhm.
Let me just
Oh,
get
that's
a...
the character.
Yeah. Let me
I
just
thought
get
you
a...
were just doing a voice.
No, I'm not. Well, technically, yes, I am, but also... Oh! Let me just get some marker pins out.
Puebloan village.
Puebloan. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry.
As in the Pueblo.
The Pueblo.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Pueblo.
Pablo.
Perfect. Right.
Right.
Brilliant.
Now we just have to wrestle up, $3,500, 3,500 gold, whatever.
Or if you
Oh, God.
really want to dive deep, 10,000 more than that.
I
Maybe
think
not at this time. Huh?
start out small, and not drawing like too much attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
we're gonna have hobgoblins knocking on our door, being like, "Hey, you're not authorized to build a town here. We're gonna raise your village."
Yeah, exactly. Like knock, knock, knock. Is this up to code? Building inspection.
Building it.
You haven't paid your TV license.
Yeah. Paranormal home inspectors.
Oh my god. Fuck. Thinking about that one paranormal show, like one shot that you ran a couple years ago, Alex, were like a TV show. Fuck, that was so good.
Oh, yeah.
That rocked.
God, I remember that.
Okay. Yeah, I think 5K will be our sweet spot. And I also have hey, actually, since we're having an kind of free-for-all sort of abstract discussion about things, Nix, did you ever end up paying off that one loan that you got?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
In copper.
Okay, that's good.
I don't think they liked me after that.
Megan shakes her head. No, they did not.
They
I
deserve
was just
it.
trying to offload my change.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Megan has 595 platinum right now, so
Whoa.
Ooh, girl. Just
All
like
right.
uh
Yeah, it is a lot.
370 of that, plus all the scrap you got and the door and window, will cover it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Are you okay paying that?
So
Mike?
three-
you willing to shell
I am.
for
I
it?
am totally fine.
Yeah.
Megan doesn't buy much, so
Fair enough.
yeah. Not only am I well, our truck duty's been offloaded to Torque, so now I am your ATM. So 370, you said?
Megan.
370.
Okay, that'll leave me with a 225.
Oh, so I miscounted, and there are 2 iron doors that were from the Robe of Useful Items. So,
Okay.
how'd you like a 5th zone that you could also place anywhere?
Oh,
I don't
excellent.
know, you struck
Yes,
a really
please.
hard bargain.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Alright.
In the meantime,
So,
setting people's scrap to 0 as you hand over scrap for materials.
Oh, I'll tell the fellows it didn't call. And by that
Okay.
I mean Anne.
And by that I mean...
alright, so we're good with education for our infrastructure, right?
Yes,
Alright, and then
for our free one.
yeah.
Hang on, let me turn on the lights so you can actually see my amazing zoning planning map.
Oh, wonderful.
Hell yeah.
And
All right, guys, don't worry. I played Spore. I know how to arrange
come on,
buildings.
turn the lights back on.
Oh.
No, we
Token.
haven't paid the lighting bill.
Oh.
Ah, here we go.
Ooh, we got visuals.
Beautiful.
Yes, Sedaria Monopoly, let's go.
The Dariopoly.
Oh, no, come back. There we go. That's what I wanted to bring up. Just some location planning as I pull up things you have.
Yeah.
So, industrial, you're going to need to build better stuff, and residential, you're definitely going to need to staff your stuff. So, those for sure should be placed somewheres. All right, and for those listening, the rules: industrial zones probably shouldn't be adjacent to residential. Commercial zones should not outnumber non-commercial zones that are next to residential.
Okay, makes sense.
It's a puzzle.
A puzzle indeed. Question. Would a defense zone that uses a wall use up an entire square?
So I put down 24 total zones because you've got 25 spaces and the math kind of worked out for that. Putting in walls as a building for defense, that essentially means walls are everywhere. This is allowing a regular patrol setting to go about the walls.
Gotcha.
Okay, so like
okay,
that's-
thank you for
That's
clarifying.
like the patrol people's office.
Yes.
It's what makes a regular wall into a defensive wall. basically.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay.
So
So if it... okay,
So we get free zones. Is there no limitation on the cost of the zone that we can claim for a free zone?
like,
there's
besides the prerequisite.
besides the prerequisite, no, there is no limit.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Mm.
if we put down a worksite and storage, then we could also get houses.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Because that would take credit. Yeah, house requisite. That's nice. It does 3
Yes.
zones. Okay.
Although we should put them adjacent to the house, the worksite and the storage adjacent to the house.
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
Do residential zones also need to be staffed? Is my question.
No.
Okay, thank you. All the others do, but not residential. Got it.
Yes.
All right. So that is our 1 residential covers our commercial and our 2 industrial there. So we need at least 1 additional residential to staff that defense zone that's on the table.
Okay.
Alternatively is we could try and go for, we can put up tenements as well, because that staffs 6. I don't know.
Not comfortable, but can staff 6 zones.
Yeah, so it's Okay, so we have a defense put down. Do we have anything that we like absolutely want in terms of a defense zone?
Jail, no.
Well, we need barracks in the first place.
I would go. I would absolutely go for barracks for your
Yeah.
first defense zone. Armory's
Okay,
all well and
and a lot of
good,
things
but barracks allows people to use it that aren't you.
Yeah, it looks like
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of the things require barracks, so
Okay.
Yep.
nice.
Besides the armory, yes.
Because the watchtower looks really good as well, but that needs barracks.
Mm-hmm. And then our infrastructure. We're using our free one for education, right?
Yep. School.
Why not? We're gonna be.
That'll make everything else
teachers.
cost less.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's our free ones because they cost nothing anyway. So
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah, but if you
Mhm,
get
mhm,
this first, then everything's gonna cost less.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sorry, I
Okay,
skipped a few steps there, but yes.
That's alright.
Yeah, I'd say food, water is probably our most important
Mm-hmm.
bit there. So that would be the other infrastructure thing that we would have to buy.
Yeah,
Okay, so
let me see
what
the
we
cost of
now-
EP. It's
So
2,000
this
gold. It
is
says.
Mm-hmm.
these are all of our free zones that are put down right now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Aside from the infrastructure.
So, because I am a kind and loving GM,
Aw.
I can allow for one instance of shenanigans. So,
Okay.
if you're willing to pay 2,000 more gold, then I'll let you get education, have that count for food and water, and put that towards the cost of food and water.
Okay.
Mhm.
1,000 gold, you say?
I
Wow.
mean,
When you put it like that, yeah, Tig can cover that.
Economy.
Actually, Tig will pause. Tig can cover that unless I find out I owe a lot more interest than I thought I did.
Okay.
In which
Because while we're I didn't want to interrupt, but while we're in peace promise, Tig is gonna probably try and pay back the loan that they took in Kaiwa.
Megan can cover it.
Alright. I will say, so, interest only starts taking place after the deadline is passed, and I don't believe it has.
Yeah, I think the whole it was like a month, and oh my god, I don't think it's been a month yet.
yeah, Belly.
Let me check. Let me
Making
check.
good
Let me check. That was on Alcianus the 13th.
It's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a month. So
It's been 2.5 months.
well, yeah. So Alcianus, Giolaris. Well, no, it's been 1.5 months. So it happened on Alcianus. So it would be Giolaris the fourth. Oh no, you're right. Fuck. Sorry.
Yep.
Math hard.
Math hard.
Conceptualizing things hard, etc.
It's okay. I can still cover the cost.
Oh, this is for Tig's loan. You can cover the costs, and I will still put some forward towards it. I just need to figure out how much I need to pay back.
Okay. Well, until I do that, I won't do any math.
Alright.
But yeah, it was a $1,000 1,000 gold thing. So after 2.5 months,
So you go to the bank, explaining all that. Interest to that is now, 1750.
All right.
okay, all right. check
That's how they get
something.
you. Don't use Klarna, guys. It's not worth pay. It's not worth paying in for a burrito.
Yeah. Tig puffs, complains about how predatory that, percentages, does that, but ultimately forks over the 750 required and leaves them with an amount of gold.
Yeah, some amount of gold.
Some amount of gold.
All right. Also, remind me, which commercial one did you want?
I don't believe we decided on the commercial, actually. Did we?
Okay.
I don't think
we did.
Mm-mm.
Let's see.
Okay. General store, in tavern, market, craftsman offices, and caravanserai. Okay. Caravan is 15, but requires a market and a headquarters.
Yeah.
Which headquarters is an industrial thing, so we can nix the offices as well. We do have storage, so that could be, we could potentially get craftsmen.
Mm-hmm.
So our choices would be general store, in tavern, and then craftsman.
In tavern, then craftsman.
General store, supplies, traveler's residence 4 BP, in tavern, for travel. How much do you all care about verisimilitude? Is my question. Because, I mean, we could go for other things, but a general store makes the most sense. Like, we need our people to be supplied, right? So
Yeah.
We've got the merchant ring, it's fine.
General store it is.
So
Yeah.
all right.
General store.
Is
So the
that
extra is 2,000 gold. That's 200 platinum, or
Yes.
correct? Okay, thank you.
All right.
I now have 25 platinums.
All right. So after handing over the money, the materials, and the funds, and the building plans and where you want it, the builders sweep through their hair. Somehow more snow appears in the gnome's hair. Thank you very much. Come 15 days' time, you will have a brand new outpost on your hands.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
only 15?
We're very efficient.
Tell me about it. How did you two get into business with each other, anyways?
Well,
Tig says, the kobold looking at the kobold and the gnome.
looking at the
and
kobold
being like,
and the gnome. Yeah. See, we're contracted to build a cabin on top of a mountain by the same person. Yeah, it was really awkward. I think he wanted us to fight over who got to build and who would build the better machine. Instead, we both built cannons and shot him. And that was such a fun experience. We went into business together.
You know, that is the spirit of entrepreneurship that one simply loves to see.
Capitalism, maybe.
Too. I have a friend who would absolutely hate that, but yeah, I'm here for it. Hell fucking yeah.
Hell yeah, gamers. All right.
May I request a list of everything we've just invested in? Just
Yeah, can we label specifically the?
Oh yeah, we got to label them. We got to
squares.
label the squares.
Oh yeah. I can do that real quick. Just let me pull up the outpost again because I was about to move you back to the Peace Promise scene.
In the meantime, quick, everyone, vamp.
Vamp, peppy vamp.
So, anyways, popcorn and kid.
So
right.
actually, Megan, the sort of talk of building, and you mentioned earlier, what's the thing that you rebuilt that you were the most proud of?
Megan folds her arms, and then she said, there was a school the priests wish to build over the rubble. A new place for new generations to learn, to come together. Perhaps the school is the epitome of my current directive.
Your current directive?
My current directive.
How would you... how would you state? How would you define current directive you've chosen for yourself, then? I guess is my curiosity.
As I pull up the Megan document.
Sorry!
We gotta pull up the document. We gotta get references, Morty.
Pause for a moment. Line!
Line.
Fuck.
What have we done?
Flashback.
Oh no, we have to do preparation for things on stream. Oh no, oh god.
God.
Actually, if we're looking
Meg-
stuff up, do you mind if we take like 5?
Yeah, sure. And we can go on a quick break to look stuff up and then come back with information. We'll see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye!
Hello and welcome back. I have done some labeling of what stuff is where. I just assumed this is the layout y'all would want because it satisfies residential not being fucked over.
It's
Thank
very
you
good.
very much. We love a walkable a walkable outpost in this house.
Let's
Walkable
go.
outpost.
Walkable outpost.
What are they like? What is it called? Like 10-minute cities or whatever they're called?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15. Yeah, 15-minute outpost. Right
15-minute
here.
outpost. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. All right, Megan mulls it over. Directive. Help the suffering and the downtrodden. Eliminate need for total war. A wise populace is one that can avoid war, that can find a peaceful solution to help all in need in the community.
You've always been one of the noblest people I've known, I think, Megan.
Mm.
Tell me. How would you... Well... People like Rickdar, right? Those who are certain that their way is correct, whether that is, might makes right or whatever else. How does that fit in? I don't... We've been meeting a lot of different people, I guess, and I'd like to know what you think.
Megan's optic closes for a moment and then opens up, and then she says, I wield the sword so that others do not have to.
Mm.
There are those out there. As there are many people who desire peace, and there are many who desire war, who desire power. And there are those who may listen to reason, and those who may not. A people's sword is one that will defend the ones who wish for peace from the ones who wish for war.
Tug takes a moment, kind of thinks for a second, and then peers up significantly up at her, and just kind of... Are you satisfied being a sword? Is that what you want? Is that what you like? Sorry, rather, wielding the sword. It is different.
Megan doesn't take that as a microaggression. It's fun. Megan, she kind of thinks this over for a moment, processes the question in her data banks, lets the synapses fire in her motherboard for a moment, and she says, "What I want is a world where I do not need to wield the blade."
Hmm. One. You do not need to wield the blade, where blades are no longer necessary, where you could hang them up on the wall and yes. Ty kind of
Wars
like
are not
has
but stories.
yeah. Ty gets to like genuine like reaction to that, and then has started slowly moving into the I'm writing a thing now type thing, but yeah, kind of snapping back into it. Just that would be nice.
Indeed. That is not the world we live in now. So until then, I shall share my strength with you and all of the others.
True. The world we live in now is the base for the world of tomorrow. So
Perhaps one day I may hang up my blade and walk amidst the flowers. I have plenty of time. If there are those who wish to keep me. And she pauses for a moment, and then she says, alive.
do folk like you ever wind down, like permanently, like like folk like I would die? Is that something that happens to people like you, where eventually you just kind of peter out?
Hearts may rust. We may suffer damage. Our internals may become beyond repair, and that is when we are decommissioned.
Hmm.
I am
Well,
here
I hope
through the sheer fortune of being found. And with that fortune, I will continue to work towards a better world.
I'm glad we found you. Or I'm glad you found us. I'm glad we all ended up on the same ship. We'll say that.
Yes, up until the crab.
I try not to think about Kakinos if I can help it.
Crab bad.
Rap bad.
Thank you for indulging my kobold's questions.
Yeah. The robot is happy to oblige.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's taken care of. I have my suggestion, of course, says Carolina. But where to now?
That is.
That is a great question.
The question.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at our quest log. We got a
Oh!
few quests in progress.
Yeah. In terms of things that we should be / should
Also,
consider,
can we tick?
etc.
By the way, can we tick off the dwarven seal and the human seal from the main quest on the seals of Sideria, please?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bay.
Thanks, babe.
Available.
Well, there is the whole Acherite thing that we
I was about to say the Acherite thing. That'll put us forward on our...
absolutely need to do.
Yep.
That is true.
Because I am
All eyes turn towards Swaylen.
I am not taking the fall for everyone here just because I was the one to shake the hand. What else? There's that. There's that.
Yeah.
Seals.
Oh, that is.
10 from each mine. So in terms of Acherite, we're looking at the western, south central, north central. I think north central and south central are both in the heartlands, or either in the heartlands or in the coastal region.
They're
right
both in the
below it.
heartlands.
Both in the
Both in the
heartlands,
heartlands,
thank
okay.
you. And then western, okay.
And
So
So
we
to go
technically
get back
only have
the-
to go to 2 more of them, but we could do a bonus, so.
Yeah. So we could either go back to the desert or Wildlands. Bye bye.
It was the difference between yes, that's what it was. Jaganal was like, if you get me 30, I'll take you there, but if you get me 40, I'll get it for you, I think it was, which
Yes.
All right.
blink blink. Something.
For
Yeah,
me.
Oh, that's never coming out.
Great.
Uh-oh.
Up to preference then, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
that all sounds pretty nice. I was gonna suggest going for a treasure hoard if we wanted to get some stuff to fund our new outpost. But if you want to dig for the spooky ore, that's cool.
Oh, don't tempt us with the shiny money.
we didn't. Oh my goodness, there was.
Megan opens her money pouch and a little fly comes out.
It's like, Carolina, I really, really appreciate you and all that you have done for us. I need to reset before we do any more puzzles ever again.
Okay, I guess then I'll carry the brain for the both of us then.
Now, that is not what I implied at all, but...
There was a thing where wasn't there some additional treasure that we heard like a rumor of that was hidden like in one of the central Heartland mines? There was like another. Oh my god. It was. Okay, sorry.
yeah,
I need to look through some stuff.
That was a reference from Danilad, the Thieves Supplies section of the Merchant Ring.
Yes. Thank you.
And he was like, "Hey, if you do a heist on the mine and bring back a specific treasure, you'll get access to my cool stuff."
All right.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
That would make more happy at least. Since she's not here. Well, if anything, we could always try to find the western deposit and, check in on construction as it is, right?
Yeah. We're constructing in the east.
Oh, fuck me. West, east, thank you. That is I, Atwas, being a troglodyte.
I'm a troglodyte. How far along are we on in terms of finding Princess Song, by the way?
I don't think we've gotten any clues about
not
Princess Song.
Gotten clues. You have not made progress yet.
All right, hang on.
Okay.
I've got an idea. Princess
Our
Song,
one lead was Ms. Raleigh.
where are you?
I think Miss Raleigh knew her.
Oh yeah, true. Got Ms. Raleigh. If we shout loud
'Cause she had
enough,
her
she's
big
bound
gate-
to hear us.
Because she's got her like big gay crush before she died.
I'm sure they kissed at least once.
No.
Oh.
Sorry, Tig, in their professional opinion, goes, no, it stinks of unrequited. Honestly.
Damn,
Wouldn't
love
count
is
on it.
dead. Love is dead, and so is Mizrael.
Oh, Christ.
Right.
I mean, if we want to just go, like, hunting, we have some things. We have, like, manticores to kill. We have vampires to try and
Yeah.
exterminate.
We've got a lot of Timberwood stuff as well.
Yeah, that as well.
We have
The Manticores.
Alucard the Treacherous.
I was gonna say the Manticore one was like one of the first ones we got, so that would be cool to just tick off from the go for 100
Mhm.
gold. Where would one find a Manticore?
Nature
That is an
check me,
excellent
please.
question.
Yes.
The Manticore.
Wait, why would I need to check you? I'm trying to find where the Manticore is.
You're good at
Nature-
those, right?
Nature check
I've got-
me.
Checkmate.
All right.
Flat 6.
The Manticore was inside of Alex the whole time.
Manticores tend to be in like the western, southwestern regions of Sedaria, from what
Oh.
you've seen.
Okay, so yeah, if we go to this one or this one, I guess. We could try
Load
hunting.
shotgun.
Also,
We
there's a lot
got,
of
we got
squares.
us some Manticores to kill.
There is a lot of squares in the southwestern section we haven't explored yet, so
Very true. Very true.
I think we've got an
Sure.
idea.
All right.
Fuck it.
Let's
Back to the desert we go!
Yeah, baby!
Welcome back
You
to
live
hell.
here with me now. Back to Phoenix, Arizona.
Let's go! All right.
I am a little bit curious about what has become of the Temple of Divinity in Copper now that Horik is
Which-
dead.
And also, now I'm happy to go back because I paid off my loan, so my kneecaps are no longer suspect.
Thank
you.
goodness.
Was the plan to just never go back to Kagladar if I never paid it off? Perhaps.
Perhaps.
We just fake your death, I guess.
You know, as one does. Listen, I mean, there have been more than a few stories of people who die and they get passed on, and then oh wow, surprise, they get revivified later, and it's nasty business.
I see.
Locust greets us at the gates of Kagladar. Hey, guess what? The hyena guy's back.
Yeah. For whatever reason, he got revivified.
Fuck.
He got
Out
mad,
of a
he got
fine
super mad that he got
red face.
BTFO'd in one shot, so he's back for more.
As we are traveling, I have a mechanical question.
Okay.
So Nyx is in possession of a Pearl of Power, which would be fine on its own, except Nyx is a Warlock. How would that work in terms of a Warlock regaining spell slots? Because Nyx is at 4th level now.
That is a good question.
Because it specifies if the expended slot was the 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level, so I don't know how that works for a Warlock.
Hmm. So,
I feel like
the rule stays for every class. It is leveled down to 3rd level.
Okay.
so. Would it
sorry,
just
cast
not
the spell
work?
instead.
then?
No, it works. It just has a spell, but magically, it's a 3rd level spell and not a 4th level one.
Fantastic.
So instead of being auto upcast, it's auto downcast.
Yep.
Got it.
I see. Thank you very much.
You're
Makes
welcome.
sense. Before we leave Peace Promise, actually, we picked up a whole lot of items that it might be a good idea to see if we could get them, like, checked for curses. Would that be possible?
Yeah, you could go to a local temple and pay them for some services to check for curses.
Yeah, I'd be interested in how much that would cost because I have some gauntlets that I would love to equip, but I would also like to be able to unequip them. So I want them checked before I put them on my beautiful claws. Thank you.
Of course, of course. So, heading down to the temple district and towards the nearest temple of your choice. Probably not the Temple of the Seer, because, you know, they gave you the bad vibes last time.
Yeah.
You explain your cause, explain that you're looking for curses. That is a worthy cause. Let me consult my usual, it's been a while since we've checked for curses, so there was a manual that described it. There's a tiefling attending it hurriedly, flipping through various services.
Oh my god. So, I used to work at a fucking grocery store. This is the exact vibe of somebody comes up with like a vegetable and there's no sticker on it, so you have to like try to remember what the fucking code is for the cash register. Oh god, was it 4066 or 4011? I think that was banana, by the way. 4011.
Identification of curses, yes. For 20 gold per curse, we could look at an item and see if there are any curses upon it.
Okay. Tig will shell over for the Morning Steel Demi Gauntlets right away.
Alright.
So that'll take me down to 177.
Okay. As I go look through my items. Yes, let us see. I don't detect any curses upon this item, but it is made from morning steel, and frankly, that gives me a bit of the willies.
Yeah, I mean, you lose some, you win some, but good to know it's not cursed, thank you. Oh, there were some other parts of that treasure hoard that I think people might have picked up on that were cursed. Let me pull up the
Yeah, 'cause
cart.
the candle was fine, wasn't it?
Candle was clear.
Good, yeah. Thought so.
Okay. Nobody's using the half plate. There's also there's the blood moon blade. That's also one of those things that looks super cursed. There's also the crimson helix, which is totally not an Elden Ring weapon. That also seems like it would be totally cursed. Rod of Torment. Also, potentially just considering could be. It could also be a, +1 mace. Oh man. I feel like what's her name? Brandish could actually really benefit from a Rod of Torment.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it's there's a glass cylinder. It kind of just deals with poison, blunt weapon. Have you looked in the cart that steampunk horse has been carrying?
I'll give it I'll give it a check. Look for this particular blunt weapon you're talking about. What the fuck?
We're an eclectic group.
Oh,
One might say.
yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Oh man, the Red King's bird in that glaive looks so cool. Fuck.
Fortunately, it's Omega cursed.
Yeah. Anchored on trusting. Sigil. Did anyone attune to the Sigil of Humanity at all, or
No,
did we choose that?
No, you just put it in the cart and decided that whoever would get it is a next session problem.
Unfortunately, we're missing 2/5 of our people.
Yeah. We'll decide later. What did the sigil do again? Sorry.
Sigil of Humanity. I have it open.
Yep.
Once per day, the Sigil of Humanity can grant hope where there is despair. The wielder of the Sigil of Humanity may grant one creature advantage where they would otherwise have disadvantage.
Yes.
If the roll still fails, the sigil regains the charge.
Fair enough. That's some good
Which
stuff.
is very useful.
Alternatively, for Brandish, Mace of Disruption.
I feel a little better
Fiend or
about the
undead?
Mace of Disruption than a Rod of Torment.
Yeah, it's kind of antithetical to, Brandish's whole deal.
I mean, disrupt, torment. Sure, whatever makes you feel better. Tig shrugging.
I am keeping my damn eyes on you.
I mean, I would expect you to, but sure, okay. What kind of armor does Brandish wear?
Brandish wears heavy.
Like, heavy. Okay, because that's another thing. We do have a lot of armor on our cart that we haven't distroed out. That's for certain. Sorry, there are a lot of people gone, so I guess this is we're doing some fucking yeah, okay, that's medium, so no, never mind on that.
Yeah, I put Nizip down for a nap. I think they really need one.
Nizip needs a lot of things.
Nizip just went through a memory and was trying to kill a dude, but then unkilled a dude, and, that really goes against their whole character.
So, yeah, it kind of goes against their own prerogative.
Mm-hmm. Why in the world does Phelan not have the Bounder's Ball in his inventory? Excuse me.
That is a very good question.
That's a good question. Give me a second so I can type it and in the in call.
Take the ball. Fetch.
Grab these balls. I think we talked about it, but didn't actually do it.
A gentle reminder for next week, then. Any other things we want to distribute?
Why does the bowl have charges?
Oh,
Yeah, I might have accidentally converted it from a magic item that is a bowl. It is now a boring
Yes,
ass
some of those
bowl.
things.
If it uses, if you eat your cereal from it, it just dissolves, but magically reappears in your inventory the next day.
Alright, in terms of other magic items that we could potentially distribute to people, all the other ones, at least in the in Torque's cart, seem pretty malevolent. Did either of you take any of the potentially cursed items?
We
I
already checked the
candle.
banner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
Uh,
I guess it was just the did Traylon take one? Because while we're here, I might as well
Yeah.
pay for some. You know what I mean?
It looks
even if
like
they're not here.
Yeah, it looks like Phelan doesn't not have any items from the Redwater Horde. Nizip,
Okay.
Nizip got the Iron Stretch Buckler, but I believe that was checked and cleared.
Okay. All right, cool. In that case, yeah, all right. I won't pay any extra right now then. But knowing that the gauntlets are clear, finally my third attuned item. Let's go.
Let's go. Gauntlets clear.
You get athlete's foot on your hands from them because they smell bad now.
Attune, equip, and I'm so ready to fucking obliterate people with it. Holy shit. What a nasty piece of equipment. I'm so excited for it. Do we want to do anything else in town?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Since you just purged companions, it wouldn't make much sense to go to see every companion and establish connections with them quite yet.
Yeah.
Unless you want the clown girl. Nay. Both.
Maybe eventually. Sorry, you said it was Sizali in that amulet? Oh,
Yep.
copper is something else
Oh, yeah.
entirely. Not really my personal bag, but you know what? I'm happy that it's Nizip's. That is Nizip's problem. Copper dragons, like in D&D lore, are so goofy. I love them.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm good to travel then. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry for derailing.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
let's
Better to be safe
let's
than
move.
sorry.
All right. So, whether heading to a tower or just directly south, your fastest way is going to be going that direction. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag you there.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. And you know what that means? It's time for me to roll up some random encounters, see if you get encountered. Alright.
Hello, it is me, the peace promised no bug.
All right.
Summon a homina.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just noticed the little like sun moon clock there. That's really cute.
Yeah, I got a cool little clock thing to help visualize time.
That's awesome.
Oh, excellent.
Alright. As you head down the plateaus and mountain passes of the western half of Sedaria, dusk settles, you set up camp, and begin to set up watches as well.
Cool.
Right.
Oh,
In
also-
which case,
Just saying Swift is resummoned, but that was probably like days ago.
Oh yeah, probably.
Just because I never specified. But yeah.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I feel like even if you don't resummon her, she still comes back.
She still comes back.
Well, good
she
to know
just
you're here by
likes
choice
tormenting
now.
you that much.
Yeah, good to know you're here by choice now.
Or am I?
Right.
I hope.
No, you're here by choice. Anyway.
Anyway.
We have the good kush.
Alright. So, looking around, you can see a flock of huge snowy owls north of you, flying even further northward.
Are they related to the knowledge keeper?
Knowledge Keeper appeared to be a great horned or some close variety of owl. These are
I made that
Hedwig.
stupid thing.
Yeah.
I made that stupid thing. I should know.
Yeah. You confused species of owl! You have angered the Knowledge Keeper!
I meant associated with.
Yes, association with other owls. This pleases the Knowledge Keeper.
Thank you, knowledge keeper. One day I'll bring back your split. I miss you.
I miss Curse Throne too!
Me too.
Yeah. Let me play one of my problem children, be it Catherine or Angel Eyes, it will be one of them!
Please, Juno, he won't stop making them.
Too many characters.
Let him unleash them.
Alright.
One day.
I'd argue probably Nyx goes next.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna
The
ask.
usual.
And by Nyx, we mean Swift.
By Swift, we mean... Yeah, Swift.
Swift.
Okay.
I see things through my LSD eyes.
Woo!
A
Alright.
lot of 11s today.
Lot of 11s we're rolling. Swift flies upward and upward. The LSD eyes compel me to get the sky candy. Let's go! Woo! Woo! And she keeps flying upwards, higher and higher. And you can still hear her echoing in your mind. This is a lot farther distance than you ever heard her before.
Yeah. Yeah, because Nyx is just like, okay, bye, have fun, and then just like has an epiphany of like, wait, I can still hear you. What the fuck?
What's up, motherfucker? You'll never be rid of me now!
Wait, why? There's normally a cutoff with this.
Not anymore!
Whoa, what did you do?
Okay, so imagine that our world is just a series of math and improvisation. Your math numbers have gone higher. So...
Oh gosh. So Nyx has like a sort of blink at that, looks at their stuff, sees there's more leaves. Oh great, okay.
Your staff getting harder down there?
Shut up!
You'll never get me to shut up! I can talk from anywhere now! You'll never be able to stop me, motherfucker!
I am going to try and block this out as much as possible. You get high in the sky.
Hell yeah!
You're being like, I know.
She's already high in the sky.
They just sort of lean back against whatever tree they're set by. Just, oh great, more discoveries.
Yeah.
Just this dismal, oh, can we please stop for 2 seconds?
I know, it's time to get to everybody's there.
And that's just how it goes!
So anyway,
Tig
really doesn't give a shit about Watch, but here we are.
Yeah, you ain't giving you ain't giving a damn about what's on Watch.
Fuck yeah. Listen, fucking owls? Swift going off? Well, you know what? Good for her.
Alright. The sun is shining. Finally you can stop being on watch.
I saw owls last night.
Oh, were they big ones?
Big ones. Snowy owls.
Oh, that makes sense. I think there's a sanctuary for snowy owls somewhere around here.
Oh.
Wait, like, as in sanctuary, as in like the rhino sanctuary we visited a while ago?
Probably. I've never been to that rhino sanctuary, but, Helena sighs. Oh. Yeah, it's another animal sanctuary. This one not funded by my dad. But it is an animal sanctuary.
Oh.
Wait, so, Helena, are there other animal sanctuaries in the other regions of Sidaria then? Aside from the whole dinosaur thing.
Yeah, aside from the dinosaur thing, which is just like one big sanctuary, kind of, these are the two I know of.
Okay. Huh. Are snowy owls actually endangered, is my question, I guess.
History check me, please.
Sir? Yes, sir, I would love to. First die of the day. A 19.
Snowy owls are more common in the Arctic of Sidaria, but they used to be a lot more common in the plateaus. There was a series of overhunting, because there were some overzealous farmers who saw them as pests, and, well, these are like human-sized snowy owls, so these are big-ass pests. So there was some overhunting, then the vermin came, and there was no real defense against those, so a sanctuary was set up to protect snowy owls in this area. It is a sanctuary outside of Peace Promise city limits, just north of the city.
Damn, of all the things we could find out about after Trill leaves.
Damn, okay.
Fuck. Oh, okay. Good to know, though. Alright.
Yeah. Owl Sanctuary.
Fucking Owl Sanctuary.
Owl Sanctuary.
Love me some owls. Okay, so... Are we heading out, then?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Manticore
keep
hunting?
going.
Manticore
Manticore hunting.
Yeah, let's fucking rock.
Alright.
We gotta do some goodwill hunting.
Heading out into the lower reaches of the plateau, you begin manticore hunting. So, Foylan and Barcott are definitely going to be the ones with the best survival to track a Manticore, so I'm just gonna roll for them to see if you can find some Manticore tracks. Let's go.
Marcotte, this is your wheelhouse, yes?
Absolutely, let's fucking go.
Hmm.
Alright.
This wheelhouse not just a garage.
What's a garage?
Anyway.
Alright. Barcott takes the time to do some scouting, Foylan also assisting, and after a couple hours, they both hold up fists to stop. Yeah. There. He points to a bush that looks, thorny. That's a thorny bush, says Brundish, quirking an eyebrow. Except it doesn't grow in this area. So these thorns, he plucks one out. Manticore tail.
Oh.
Blink, blink. Wait, are you saying that manticores have plant tails?
No, I'm saying that they have thorns on their tails.
So how does the plant connect to the manticore, is my uneducated question.
Through the thorns at the plant.
But
Oh, okay.
Tig shoots Nyx the dirtiest fucking look. They know for fucking sure that they had that okay was ungenuine, at least in their opinion. What do you mean okay? That didn't make any goddamn sense. Sense.
I can.
Out of character spiel, but like,
Oh yeah, I get. I know that. I can see the logic, kind of.
Megan draws her sword. Do we hit it?
This just means they're close.
Yeah. So it's not actually the tail; it's just the thorns they've left behind.
Yes.
Thorns.
The thorns they've left behind.
Sorry, a bit of Hamascus in there.
Must be on our guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you like sniff them out?
Can I sniff them out? Oh, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Nix, who the fuck do you think I am?
Well, our Scouto, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, motherfucker. Alright.
Here,
Follow
let's go
Barcat.
with you.
You're gonna get your manticores.
I'll send Swift with Tim ahead.
Let's follow Barcat.
Following the Barcat.
Following the Barcat, wherever the Barcat goes. Alright. You continue down a trail for the next couple of hours until eventually Barcat stops before this forest clearing. They're here.
All right, everyone arm yourselves.
Smells like 3 of them.
3. Ooh.
3
Now-
of them.
Is this gonna be like a tough fight?
Probably not. There's way more of us than 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
You know, even to the point where I feel like 2 of us at least could sit it out.
Yeah, it's true.
One of which is Carolina. First of all.
Sorry, 3 of us could at least sit it out.
Yeah, I'm out, says Carolina walking back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Well,
gonna stay with
then.
the cart, get some ideas flowing. She pulls out a roll of paper.
I'm glad you and Torque have made friends.
He gets me. Torque does
Torque is good.
like a exceptionally fast nod, way faster than any neck should. It's like the sped up gif of the horse of knowledge going.
Incredible.
Megan gently pets the main question mark of her trusty mechanical steed.
All right. You head into the forest, and before you are 3 large beasts, mostly leonine in shape, but with 3 rows of teeth in their mouths, the face of a man, so it's like human teeth in their mouths as well, and huge tails covered in thorns. They sniff the air, hear you approach. "We are the Manticores," they bellow in common. "We like all things that are bad, and thus we hate you!" And the Manticores charge.
They talk?
Oh yeah, they talk, you didn't know?
Derogatory!
They have people faces. What do you expect?
Those are straight up like megalodon teeth too, like the shark fucking shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's
my
like
God.
shark teeth.
I'm sorry, I
Are
was not expecting
super
to
fucks.
zoom in on their faces like that.
Yeah.
We are Manticores. We hate you.
Yeah. We hate the unified system of tokens being portraits surrounded by a border. We are square because we like all things bad.
What in the goddamned are you talking about? Anyway!
Yeah. Ignore them. They like all things that are bad. Kill them. Kill them now.
Don't mind if I do. What a good start.
Normal. Fat 6. Love it. Love to see it.
I rolled wrong despite being in the same group. Let me change my initiative manually because I'm a manticore who likes all things bad.
Manual change of the things. Disgusting!
Disgusting.
Now, if they really wanted to be masters of all things bad, we should be doing this on Roll20.
Yeah. Roll20 is the best platform. Followed shortly thereafter by Fantasy Grounds.
Why?
Oh, Alex, my dearest. So I didn't mention previously, but because I took a level in Artificer, I have firearm proficiency.
My God!
Only for the bit. Tig does not have a gun at this time. But when Tig gets a gun,
Hell yes.
it's over for you bitches.
All right. It's Manticore time. Nix.
Oh my gosh. Me. Okay, so Nyx is about to do their thing of like doing the blink and disappearing because they're thinking, oh, these things are horrifying. But then they sort of have an idea. And they, instead of sort of like focusing the staff on themselves, they point it at one of the manticores and they're going to cast the banishment spell. Just to make this a little bit easier.
Let's fucking go.
BTFO!
No.
No.
He did not just pass that.
I have high charisma. It is for raising up the ladies online. But the way I prefer to do it is by negging them.
Tig looks to Bronwyn, to Bronwyn and Helena and just, do you feel rizzed?
You know, surprisingly, I don't feel raised. I don't even know what that means, and I don't feel like...
The
Megan
ladies
turns
said
towards Tig
no.
and says, What is Riz?
The ladies said no.
Yeah. Nyx just kind of goes slack jaw and just like sort of looks at the others like, I'm practicing. So they were sort of like
It was a good try. Valiant attempt. I
They will
applaud
step-
you.
They will step back into the trees in embarrassment.
Do not worry. I will defend you with my blade.
Thank you.
All right. So, Nizip is going to step back a little bit, bonus action hide, and ready an action to psychic blade a manticore whenever it comes into melee range of Helena or Megan.
Hell yeah.
Barkat! Right. Just tune them out. It'll all be over soon. And Barkat is going to use his usual bread and butter. It's studied shot time. He has...
Irons.
Yep. He has but one tool, and it is the tool he is good at. Alright, let us see if the Manticore continues to be rizzed up. The Manticore is not rizzed up! Let's go! In that case, a bunch of tokens almost disappeared from my screen. Uh-oh! But they didn't, and so it is shooting time with Snowstorm. So, how badly do we want these Manticores dead?
We have to harvest them for parts, so.
Yeah, we need the wings.
Super dead it is! He's going to activate the Snowstorm Swarm and shoot all of the Manticores!
I love Barcat so much.
Alright, so that's a miss on righty. Middle. He is going to... That is going to hit a Manticore for some Manticore damage. That's not the one he had sneak attack on. Steady shot even, so... Damn! Well, shit. Have fun. Alright. And it is... Manticore time!
Manticore, the manticoring.
The Manticoring. Alright. I'm going to leave spit marks on your face! The biting you may handle, but can you handle all the spit that's going to go into you? It'll smell like me for years! Alright, and that is going to trigger Mizip's ability to Psychic Blade, so let's go. Psychic Blades. Yeah.
These things are truly the worst.
Bang!
Yeah.
Horrible.
This
We
is,
should
this is
have been down earlier.
This is especially jarring since my first exposure to Manticores was through the Manticore and Percy Jackson, who was very different from these guys.
A little bit different from this. A little bit.
Yeah, that guy was a cold, calculating mastermind. These guys are
These guys are different.
these guys are 4chan pulled. No, these guys are Twitter users.
Yeah, they're Twitter
Sure
users.
are fellas.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They're post-Musk Twitter users. Blue checks.
Oh my gosh.
Manticore's got multi-attack, and he's going to try to multi-attack Megan. It ain't
Yeah, good
working
luck.
so good. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Megan, you really don't want Manticore spit on your face.
I don't.
Right. So that is left Manticore's turn. Right Manticore is going to flap its mighty Manticore wings, take to the skies, and flap over to look down at Nyx. Your attempted banishment was bad, and you should feel bad. Of course you take banishment as a spell. What you should take is Crown of Stars, because it is bad, and I like all things that are bad.
Fuck you! I love that.
Alright.
Fuck
Oh, gee.
me.
He is throwing some tail spikes down at Nyx. So,
Yeah, that hits.
bump!
Ooh,
Damn, this is
the Misty
nasty.
escape.
You decide, no thank you, goodbye.
Didn't need to roll a con save because I didn't do the spell anyway.
Woo!
I'm gonna hide in this part here.
Alright, bye, loser! I'm attacking the loser who can't hit anything when he's only got one attack!
Wait, but Alwarith left. I'm sorry. Listen, that was my main impression of Alwarith from listening to the previous pod and this one.
No,
It
you're
just-
so right.
Yeah.
No, you're
can't hit
right.
shit, unfortunately.
Alwarith did not hit anything. No, he hit one thing.
Yeah,
He did his best.
he did his best.
He did. He was a good boy.
Alright. The Manticore is then going to continue flying flank sways. Woo!
Nice.
And then the middle Manticore is also going to take to the air. Whew. Yeah. Bows and arrows are for losers who don't know how to specialize into melee classes. He's going to attempt to tail Spike Fuelin.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, first spike, miss. Second spike. Miss! Fuelin is just ducking and weaving all over the place. And then
Damn.
all the spikes miss as the Manticore flies back a little ways. That is the
That
These
didn't
guys must
count.
love,
Mhm.
these guys
Helena.
must love themselves if they love all things that are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They
do!
must love their aim. They love their aim.
Yeah, we do! Come here!
Well, most
And then they start, like, making out tongue faces at each other.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
Oh no, not like that.
I mean, I guess if these ones are elevating, I'm going to focus on the one on the ground just so at least we've got one. So Helena will not target herself. Helena will go over here. And she will multi-attack. That was an ominous noise.
That is the you're in aura of protection range noise.
Protection. What does Aura of Protection do?
+1 to saving
Plus
throws.
5 to your save. Oh, plus
Oh,
Yep.
fantastic.
If you, yep. Welcome to my happy place.
So
The auto aura
Just
protection is so nice,
Oh,
honestly.
whoops.
Yeah, so
No.
true.
Girly pop, what the fuck are
Honey.
you doing?
Honey Bunchums. There we go.
That's more like it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, 15 damage.
Finally, utilizing the fucking magic weapon.
Finally, you want to wrath that to electrocute him too?
Yes, let's do that.
That is her main source of additional damage, so why not?
I
Zip,
know.
zop, zoop, baby.
I'm sorry, I keep losing it on the thing. Elemental Wrap, there it is.
Elemental wrath.
Okay.
Zip zop zoom. Electrocution for you.
Zippity zip.
Alrighty.
Fantastic. Yep, that's the turn.
Cool.
Boom.
Megan.
All right. Destroy.
Obliterate.
Obliterate. Obliterate.
Annihilate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Ah!
Oh, come on!
Wow.
like to use
do
it. I
do
would
we
like to
have?
use it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I would like to use an inspiration, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I fix this thing.
You can't just say
We're not doing
obliterate
this
and
again.
exterminate and like not hit, you know?
That's more like it. That's what I thought.
There we go.
Do we click this?
Yeah, click damage.
Okay.
Bang! Alright, you slice at the Manticore. So, these are monstrosities, but they like all things that are bad, so they're definitely fiendish too, as you slice at the mighty
Okay.
Manticore.
All right. I guess we'll do it one more again.
Another one.
Actually, I could have sped onto that so I could target the other one with a beam attack. And, you know, since we're just like hunting the Manticore anyway, like there's no, we're not prepping for anything horrible coming afterwards. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
It's beam attack time!
Smoked. Ooh, nice.
Bang.
Not
Right.
bad.
Alright.
Okay, well, somebody else can pick that off, but I want to start. We got to get a head start on the other Manticores. So, this guy is going to get beam attacked.
Divine beam.
I won't say anything cool until I land the hit. I don't want to look like an idiot. All right.
Gotta make
You're
sure.
so real for that, honestly.
Don't want to be
Actually, how much
All right.
inspiration we have? Because like it doesn't matter if we have a lot.
You're down to 1.
Okay. I don't want to waste it on a Manticore. The last one on a Manticore, that is.
Exactly.
A silly
Alright.
little manticore.
Just a little Manticore.
All right. That's my beam attacks, and that's my turn.
Alright. Swift.
Great. In the vain hope of knocking the one in the sky to the ground, Swift is going to try and shoot it.
Okay.
I'll go over.
Pew pew.
Yeah, let's go here. And shot bow.
I think Swift is a problematic character that should not have been in the game!
You
An L take.
right? Who was the one who chose her to be a drug user?
The Manticore likes all things that are bad, so it's bad that he's saying this.
Yeah. So Swift hears that, swipes it, and Nick sort of looks like she's like, did that hurt her?
Yeah. Words can always hurt me.
Oh no. Oh,
He
Swift,
takes
I'm
2
sorry.
wound damage and explodes
What?
All right.
into confetti.
Foylin can shoot good. So, Foylin is going to do the usual shoot. I'm not going to do any special ammo, because I think that should be up to Anne, whether or not Foylin consumes that. But it's longbow time, baby! So, consume regular. That's a miss. But Foylin got multi-attack, so Foylin's gonna Hunter's Mark it. Once I click the Hunter's Mark button. I did it, I clicked the Hunter's Mark button.
Hell yeah.
There we go. And a bonus of, more damage. 1d6. And bam! Shot right in the face, the Manticore. It looks like you accidentally cast actual acid arrows because you're bad at checking to make sure things aren't being utilized. You're very stinky about this. Right. So, that is Foylin's turn. Foylin's good where he is. And Tig.
Oh my goodness. What's truly a horrible encounter. We're going to attempt to hit this one Manticore that is engaged with Helena and Megan with a Ray of Frost. We'll see.
No!
Unfortunate.
Oh no!
That's why you always use spells. Can't break a weapon if there's no weapon to break.
You can't break a spell.
Losers!
You wouldn't break a spell.
That being said, how much
Maleficent
do
at
we
the
have right now?
Maleficent at Prince Philip at the end of Sleeping Beauty.
Yep.
God.
Sorry, Alice, what were you saying?
Sorry. That being said, how much inspo do we have right now?
1.
As selfish as Tig is, I put my hand on their skull and drag them backwards. No. We'll live with it. I don't believe we have anything damaging we'd want to do on a bonus action. However, I think that we will give Helena some nice bardic inspiration, baby.
Let's go, Bardic.
Yeah, Helena now has bardic, and Tig is going to. Honestly, they're not in a bad place, all things considered. So they're gonna leave it at that and end turn.
Alrighty. Brondish. Barkat, you good? Bring them the fuck on, says Barkat. Alright. And she is going to Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
Laser!
demolish.
Alright. Come on, Eldritch Blast, please. There we go. Oh, nat 20'd it! Yeah.
Ooh, nice happen.
Yeah. Puns are very good, and I don't feel bad about dying to one! Bam!
Oh.
I think she just rolled max damage on an Eldritch Blast, and exploded a manticore with booze as she just blasts it. She looks at it, looks down at her hand. God damn.
I love the idea that Helena just like leans her head back and opens her mouth.
Helena +1 religious, like
Plus
fucking
one religious.
tooltip.
Yeah. +1
She's probably
religious
really
from
good.
this beer. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, back to the top of the round. Nyx.
Oh, Nyx, yeah, you exist. Well, Nyx appears from the Invisible, and yeah, I'll just blast them.
So anyway, I
We've gotta
started
catch them
blasting.
somehow.
Regular Eldritch Blast.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Beam attack.
Beam attack.
Okay, and then one more. That missed.
Oh.
That means.
Womp womp. Okay, it's fine.
Hey, it's a good hit though. Nyx will sort of keep moving on like the edge of the trees for now, and yep, end their turn there.
All right. Nisip. I had Brondishmu, so she was technically adjacent to this little creature. It's not a little creature. Why am I calling it that? It's a disgusting creature. Anyway, Psychic Blades.
Technically large.
Technically large.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Alright, that's going to be a hit. And we're gonna sneak attack that, because I hate this thing. Yeah.
It has 3 rows of teeth. Derogatory.
Derogatory. And I think this would really want this thing dead, so...
Please.
Oh no. You can't break a Psychic Blade, motherfucker! Alright.
See, that's the big brain thing.
Yep. And Nizip is going to back off a little to be in range of the other Manticore for when the other Manticore comes. Barkat, you want that one dead, or should I continue with this one that's by me?
I think it'd be more efficient to kill the one that's near to death.
Whatever's better in terms of action economy. Whatever that means.
Bet! Alright. So this is a new target, so it's studied shot time. Alright.
See, I can always count on another scaled one to pick up what I'm throwing down.
I can take it. Unfortunate.
Unless.
Unless.
Let's go. Unless.
Yeah. My riz is only reserved for hot, sexy females in my area. I don't have the imagination for anything beyond that, and monster fuckers are not valid. Yes, keep talking, says Markat, pulling back and shooting.
Out of character,
Oh, no.
Mark had demoted in terms of favorite character class. Snowstorm!
Snowstorm! Barkat lets an arrow fly. It pierces right in the Manticore's jaw, and the Manticore collapses to the ground dead, leaving
Hooray!
just the one. More DMs should use the strategy of attacking the squishies. Tanks may have high AC, but that just means you have meta knowledge and shouldn't attack them.
Yeah, speak your mind.
That's why we have compelled duel.
Alright.
Alright, so...
I don't like that. You know, maybe we'll get lucky. I think we're still at a D6 technically, so...
are you?
I think I'm technically at a D8, but I forgot to level up, so I'm just gonna live with that failure for this session.
Oh, the die becomes a D8 at 5th level.
Yeah, so I'm gonna live with that failure for this session.
Alright, bet! Let's go!
Which is fine.
Okay. And we got us a multi-attack.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Oh no, a couple of nibbles.
Nom nom nom. I also have my little
hit.
pawsies to hit you with.
I hate that and want to unhear that.
What's the matter? You don't like my toe beams, my little toesies wosies, my little feetsies? Damn, I keep rolling 20! Dirty 20!
Damn.
Holy
Put
shit.
them dogs away.
Damn, girl, neutral.
All right.
All right. Let it happen.
Bang. And I don't think the other one rolled damage for whatever reason. Weird. There we go.
That's fine.
All right. That is the Manticore's turn. Liker of all things bad. Helena!
Helena. Question: can the thingy weapon, the ice weapon, be thrown?
You can, but you can also just walk up to him.
Oh, is he on the ground?
Well, if he's down in melee range with Tide, you can just look up and poke
Ew.
upwards. It's also got a reach
That
of
is a good
10,
I'm so short.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Perfect. Right, let's do that. I love Helena and her magic weapons when they work. Which is
Come
today.
on, baby, please. Come on. Oh.
Does she Did she have Bardic?
She does have Bardic.
Yes.
Oh shoot! Roll the Bardic. Yay!
There we go.
17 enough?
That's gonna be enough. That's a hit.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Ooh, 18 damage.
Big,
Fantastic.
delicious
And
stab.
then she will. Great. Attack again.
Another one.
What the fuck is wrong with this combat? Oh no! That's no
Looks like
good.
you also need to harvest scrap, which is a great mechanic. This was the best part of Breath of the Wild, breaking weapons.
Helena just throws the staff down like, I'm not playing anymore.
Megan.
Alright. Beam. Alright, beam attack. Ah, good grief. Let's try this again. Roll 'em!
At least it's not a crit.
Yep. Let's try that one more again.
Yay.
There we go.
That's more like it.
All right. Boom! A massive beam attack slices against the Manticore.
Yeah, you know what? This is the only thing we're doing anyway. So you know what? Look, might as well.
We're smiting this. Bang.
Yeah.
Might as well get this thing dead before it offers up any more opinions. Oh wait, no, too late.
Oh God.
Yeah. You're doing this quest for gold, but that is a worthless currency. You should be investing in NFTs.
Oh God.
Swift.
Who wants to bet money that this thing talks about AI as it dies?
We don't snort NFTs in the Feywild.
We don't snort NFTs in the
Oh, fuck up to that.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he succeeded, but 1 damage
1 damage. Dunk.
in his little schnoz.
Oh, my little schnozzy wazzy.
Hey, at least it's not Toesy Woesies.
All right, at least it's not Toesy
True that.
Woesies.
That's what you think. Now I'm going to Gnostical for you.
I'm going to introduce you to a world of all kinds of fetishes. Mine are floor tiles.
This is the worst
Oh,
combat we've
God.
ever done, ever. God. Alright, it's Phelan's turn.
It is Phelan's turn, and Phelan's like, nope, I want to shoot this thing to death.
I want to
Unfortunately, I now understand what the thing is about floor tiles.
I don't
I'm
want
so
to know.
sorry.
You really don't want to know. It's bad. It's really bad.
You're
The
not
repressed part of
entering
it.
this tactical round.
Yeah.
Bam! Thump! With the power of shifting Hunter's Mark to the last Manticore, You shoot down the last manticore. As it falls to the ground, it bellows, "But I didn't even show you my story! I made it with ChatGPT and it ships the Loudhouse family together!" And then he falls to the ground dead.
Oh no! Well,
You know, it's such a good thing that everyone instantly forgot its last words, and we have no idea what it said as it died. Shame.
Shame!
Megan-
What a shame!
Megan grunts, "I was in my combat mode. I can..." Deleting memory banks.
Purging memory goes immediately.
So what if we killing those manticores?
That being said, we need to
Yeah, we harvest those guys. Harvest the guys, right?
Oh yeah, you need
Yeah,
to
let's
harvest the
get those
manticores.
wings.
All right.
Also, we're gonna have to get scrap quick because that should not have gone that badly.
Well, you guys can harvest the manticores. I will look for scrap.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Which roll is that, by the way?
Okay, so
I'll do my best to harvest then, I suppose.
manticores. So identification is intelligence in nature, and then it'll be dexterity in nature to harvest.
All right.
Yeah.
We will do our nature intelligence then.
Can I,
Not
just because that's not in
mine.
my strength, can I go hunt for scrap as well?
Yeah, absolutely. For scrap, that's going to be survival.
Cool.
All right,
I'll let you do
survival.
I'll let you do the harvest first, but yeah.
8.
Why don't you leave this to a professional?
You know, yes, that is why you are here and why we hired you. Thank you so much for demonstrating your expertise.
Yes, Mr. Barcat.
See, you've got to cut it like
Expertise
this.
he has.
Oh,
And
right there you say.
yeah, this'll give him advantage on the harvesting thereof.
Ooh.
Ah.
And
I was almost a 20. It's fine.
yeah, and voila! Dirty 20 is just enough to get all of the harvest abilities from the manticores. So, from each of the manticores, Barkat has collected a small pouch of manticore teeth, which are 4 pounds each and worth 1 gold to the right buyer. 3 manticore tails, which are 12 pounds each, worth 10 gold to the right buyer, might be craftable. And 6 total manticore wings, which are 35 pounds, but worth 40 gold each to the right buyer. Or, you know, more if you're sending them to Ferris. They might also be craftable.
I mean, how many did Ferris need? Let's see.
More than that, I think.
I believe
don't
Ferris
think
just
specified.
needed the one,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a pair.
Fuck. I thought it was more than that.
According to the direct wording of the quest, it says, "Get me a couple of wings." So yeah, just the 2.
I don't know why I thought it was more. Damn. Okay.
it's just the one set.
Nice.
Sure. Okay. More wings for us then, I guess. I guess.
Apparently, Megan is proficient in Smith's tools.
Yeah.
I should probably do something with that because we're collecting ores and monster parts and all this cool stuff that can be forged. And we got to do something with that.
Mhm.
If you so choose.
I figured that Fuelan would also probably want to get some scrap, and holy shit, nat 20 to look for scrap from Fuelan.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, my scrap.
What?
Nat 20 from Megan. So,
Save some scrap for the rest of us.
Damn, girl.
I mean, it's all going into the same pool, so.
all right.
It was a joke.
Doing some digging around the plateau, you manage to find bits of broken timber and shattered pieces of iron. While not immediately usable, they are usable in the form of scrap. So you get 13 total pieces of scrap.
Nice.
Megan's gonna clank up to Helena, grab some of the junk that she found, and very, very innocently hand it to her.
Yeah.
Food.
Thank
Very
you.
earnestly hand it to her.
Alright. I'll fix this up once we're at camp. I'll fix this up immediately.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Well, good thing is that Ferris is on the merchant ring rather, so we can turn
Yeah.
in the wings right away.
Perfect.
Yes, we sure can. Let's ring him up.
Alright. You call up Ferris, the leatherworker from the merchant ring, and she picks up pretty quickly. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in quite an age. You got any updates for me on the Manticore wings?
Megan holds
boy,
one
do
up.
Ta. Send them over. I'll get the gold right to you.
Okay, let's mail him.
Alright. You hand over 2 of the Manticore wings, and Ferris puts in 100 gold to send over to you. Ta.
All right.
Cheers.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. You need anything crafted or bought while you're here?
I guess while we're shopping.
Let's have a look, yeah.
Let's check.
Oh, wait.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Now look at this net.
A few things.
Oh, actually, I've got an idea.
Oh.
Because Nyx has studded leather armor that's insulated, but why not buy some studded leather armor and make it breathable if we're going back in the desert?
True.
Because it is hot, hot, hot.
Yes.
uh,
No, just keep wearing the insulated one. I'm sure you'll be fine, and you won't get a heat stroke.
To be fair, insulation works, both ways,
that is
That
true.
is true. That is
Now,
true.
mechanically, does it work both ways?
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah. From a science standpoint, yeah, they work the same way, but like from a mechanic standpoint, it can't be too broken.
Can Ferris buy armor as well?
I mean, if you twist me arm about it. Has to be leather, though. I don't really care about anything else.
It's light leather armor. I don't really need it anymore.
Alright, I could probably reconstruct it into something useful.
Sure.
What
How
could
does
you
one
do?
sell it?
Alright. I think you just drag the item over to the shop window.
Oh, okay. To the shop window. What, just here?
Yeah, the
Oh,
page.
yeah. For 5 gold pieces. Yeah, why not? More just to take the weight down if I'm buying more armor. Did that
Alright,
work?
it's a deal.
Thank you. In which case I will buy some more studded leather armor and then get that sent off. Boom.
Alright, except you might also have to go into chat and accept that the offer has been made to get rid of the armor.
Oh, yes.
Ta!
Thank you. What do you mean Swift wants to purchase an item? Swift, get your hands off this.
I need the leather.
I don't think Ferris makes it that small.
It's for the whores, Nix!
Welcome
They
to the
love
apocalypse, Nix. I hope you're not doing there.
They love a leather daddy.
Bigger is better.
Enough. Perfect. Okay, that's all I need.
Right,
Rad. I'm good for now as well. Yeah.
alright. Well, talk to me if you ever need anything crafted from leather. I reckon I'm probably better at it than any of you would be. No offense.
None taken.
Megan looks at her like mechanical arms, and she says, "She is correct."
Great. Now, who is it I call up to make this breathable?
Jakaren.
Jackarin. Okay. Jackarin. There we go. I will call up Jackarin.
Oh, hello again. The armor I gave you, is it treating you well?
It's really good. Thank you so much for it. I was hoping I could get another commission. I need you to add lungs to this one.
I'm not sure I can morally or legally do that, but I can make it breathable.
I thought that was the point.
You have a very strange definition of breathable.
A fucking claw goes out from like the edge of the frame and taps Nyx on the shoulder as Tig leans in. I'm sorry, did you say you wanted to have lungs added to your armor? What?
Well, I don't know how else they'd make it breathable. Not like, mechanical lungs, maybe. I kind of thought that's what that meant.
What? What? No, pause. What other kind of lungs are there?
Megan also leans in and she says, breathable. Definition, air can pass through material through which air can pass. Leans back and clanks away.
It's incredible. Yes, I will buy the breathable thing. So that's 100 gold.
All right.
Remind me to keep my lungs out of your grasp. Goodness.
Oh, I didn't know you were into lungs. That's some heavy shit.
Oh my god.
Not often. It socially more than anything. But anyway.
All right. Cool. You send over the gold and the armor. You will get the armor back at next rest, and it will be breathable for the desert.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
I'm also gonna buy something.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And I mentioned the Smith's tools, and I wanted to see if I could do something with that. So, I closed the shop.
I'll reopen it.
Yeah, no more shop.
Zoop.
Oh, there we go.
Not for Jackarin. From freaking who was it again?
Bundrum is the smith who can make stuff. But I don't think he carries Smith's
I wanted
tools.
to get this. Somebody had Smith's tools.
It is time to look for Smith's tools.
Yeah. I completely forgot. Oh, Marikar had Smith's tools.
Marikar's got him. Awesome, yeah. In that case,
Yes.
you call him up. Hey, got any swords that need sharpening?
Actually,
Oh.
Megan says I am in the market for Smith's tools.
Righto. Got some spares in the back. Happy to part with them.
Thank you. All right. Let's first do a little bit of math here.
Mm-hmm.
That's 20 gold, so that's going to be 2 plats. So that's going to 20. That's going to send me back. Actually, do I click the purchase button first? Is that
And then I
automatically,
believe hitting accept will automatically deduct some gold from you.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Uh,
right.
Okay. Yeah, it did that. It did that. That's correct. Thank you.
Welcome.
Megan is a very terse customer, but I suppose sometimes people who work in retail would appreciate that.
It's appreciated.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, give people no trouble, just going in and out of the store, causing no issues.
While we are here, Ty actually needs to buy some blowgun ammo.
Oh boy.
Since the Fife of Dragon song is technically a blowgun, so
Yep.
yeah, we'll buy some of those. We'll buy, I don't know, fuck it, 10 to begin with. Send it over.
All right. Figured the lizard would need these, but you want them? They're yours.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyways. Super appreciated. Okay. I think I'm good, personally.
All right.
I'll have to go back for upgrades later on when we have more money again. Yeah. Because lowering the crit getting higher chances for crit rates, so then either more weapons or the same weapon would be awesome.
True. Listen, we have a merchant ring. We really could do this at any time. So I guess where to now?
All right. So this is how far you can travel for the day in your hex, but I believe the plan was eventually to go southwestward to find the Western Desert Acrite Mine. The question is, do you want to go directly there, or are you going to be doing some hex exploration on the way there?
I was thinking we should cover more
Hexploration, if you will.
hexes. Yeah.
Let's do some exploration. Especially since that'll help save the important stuff for when our friends for our friends' return.
True.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
real.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna time warp you ahead in time because I rolled no random encounters for the day, and let's do some hexploration for the day.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So have we had a rest or not?
You have had a rest.
We have had a rest. Okay,
Okay.
let me do that quick.
Class.
Yeah, I gotta get back those smites that I used on the worst.
The worst thing. They like all things that are bad.
God. I have a blue check. I have had this blue check mark ever since Elon Musk took over X.
At Grok, is this true?
Is this true?
So do I have the new armor now? Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. I will, since we're getting to the desert, I'll switch. Actually, no, I'll keep the other one for now until we actually get to the desert.
Yeah.
Everybody check out my new cyber cart.
Something should not be constructed.
It even has a touchscreen for its entertainment system.
Oh God, what has Augustine brought this world to?
I can play the first level of Cuphead on it!
Oh my God.
But I don't like Cuphead!
I can't get past the first block in the tutorial, so this game is bad.
Well, yeah, because he can't see. God. This is bad. Anyway, let's go.
Alright.
What does one have to do to explore a hex?
Go to a hex. If it's not immediately obvious what is in said hex, survival check to look around for what is there.
This one is cool.
Straight
It's got,
south.
like, a ravine.
Wow, ruins or
got
like
a
ruins
ravine
in
and
it.
some ruins.
Yeah,
A ruin.
Alright.
a ruin.
So you head southward towards some ruins. Because actually no, this is not in the desert quite yet. So the ruins are not immediately obvious. Survival check to go track, is there anything interesting in this hex? Which I will again have Foylan make because his survival is stupid high.
Thank you, Rolls a 5 and a 9.
Gets a 19
God.
anyway.
Ah! Disgusting.
Alright. So, looking around, Foylan spots and then points out this set of ruins atop some cliffs overlooking a huge chasm off to the west. Like, going up a winding mountain path that's not too steep, leading up to it, there is a set of ruins, and that is where you head off to. The set The ruins appear to be incredibly old, like 3,000 years old, you would guess just by looking at them. There are some, like, ancient and deactivated runes that look newer, painted around the ruins. They look to be elven in make, elven magical runes that are now no longer active, and the wind up here is blowing heavily.
Okay. Ty kind of looks to Nyx and just, do you mind taking a look at what those things say, elven-wise, at least? I
Oh,
think
of
you're
course
our
not.
main touchstone for that language. Thank you.
Yeah. What does it say?
So the first and most obvious set of elven writing you can see is in an archway that appears to have been the front gate of town. That reads, "Welcome to Cal Bellinor."
Cal? Welcome to Cal Bellinor?
Does that ring any bells?
History check, please.
Title? Yeah.
I would love to, I say, as the one proficient in history. Okay, survey says that's a 21.
So Cal Bellinor went through a lot of shit when it was founded. So Cal Bellinor is said to be one of, if not the oldest elven city in Sedaria before they started settling off eastward. Some even say it was founded before King Canavac even took the throne. However, during the reign of King Tadagova, it was attacked by a planar breach from the plane of Pandemonium, and then it fell. The elven runes you can see around, being like not as old as the buildings, indicate that a pet project of King Eralumen, the Elven King, fifth of the Sedarian kings, was to try and revive and repopulate it. Obviously, that found very little success.
Thank
What was the
you
name of the fifth
very
king, sorry?
much.
Eralumen.
Heirloom.
Eralumen, yes.
Okay.
Ah, almost got the spelling right.
Interesting. Well, I mean, since we're here after all, it only makes sense to poke around, see what we can find.
Yeah. Are there any other carvings anywhere?
So the other bits and pieces of what you can find in the runes appear to be, once you like touch and tap at them, they start glowing and produce a faint glowing effect around them. These appear to be like runes of light meant to illuminate the city in times of darkness.
Ooh.
They quickly sparkle and fade back into not working a couple seconds after you touch them. The sparks they do leave are quickly blown away by the heavy wind that is in the area.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Okay, so there was. So we know that the planar breach was from Pandemonium. What do we know about the plane of Pandemonium, I guess is my next question.
Arcana check for me, please.
Sir, yes, sir. I say as the person who chose expertise in Arcana. We roll a 22.
Alright, let me go get my notes on Pandemonium real quick.
Sir, yes, sir, thank you. As I
Okay.
fix my notes.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. Glowing runes. Okay.
Alright. Pandemonium. Pandemonium freaking sucks to be in. So let me also get the planar wheel so you can see, like, relatively where Pandemonium would be, or I can describe it. So
Thank you, gamer.
you're welcome, gamer. So, let's say the planes are associated with alignment. So, like, pure lawful evil is the Nine Hells, pure chaotic evil is the Abyss. One step above, like, between chaotic neutral and chaotic evil, is Pandemonium. And Pandemonium is this realm of oppressive darkness, howling winds, and eternal madness. It is a realm of cacophonous wind, pitch blackness. There's no natural light there. It is this like realm, a plane that is entirely this horrible windswept cavern of wind so loud and so hard that it sounds like screaming. It is fucking awful to be in.
Huh.
Great. Kind of reminds me of the winds I heard when we were heading north.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Horrible.
Sounds exactly like the winds that you had heard before.
Wow, how about
The
that?
Hellwind.
What a twist!
Mhm.
What at least?
The is the planar breach still active?
With your combined history and intelligence, active? No. Did it leak through? Yes. It leaked through into a region that is pretty darn nearby, known colloquially as the Chasm of Crying Winds, because it's this deep chasm in the earth, and the winds of Pandemonium echo through it, making it like a little pocket of that plane on the material plane that has been molded and twisted by those forces.
Okay.
And the planes don't know when to keep to themselves.
True.
Oh wait, that was a
Chasm
rumor
of
we heard. Yes. North of the desert is the Chasm of Crying Rings, filled with souls of pandemonium. King Araluma was obsessed with building a city nearby. Yeah, there we go. We found it.
Hey, how about
You
that?
found it!
Yep, we found it.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Cool. What do we do with this information?
Well, we explore, I guess. See what he was trying to build up.
I guess we could check out the city. Although, at the first sight of the Hellwind starting to, make us go a little cuckoo crazy, we probably abort.
What do we know about Aralumin as like, the person / creature, I guess?
History check for me,
We
please.
know his sir, yes, sir. Yeah, because like we've heard of him a number of times, but as for actual detail, history says that would be a 23.
Alright. King Aralumin was an elven archmage from back in the day. He got really, really tired of the shenanigans of the goblin kings, and eventually basically wiped out the entire goblin tribe that was fighting between themselves for kinghood to ascend to the kingship of Sedaria. That being said, he was a very intellectual kind of king who was not quick to resort to violence. He intended to make magic a more everyday thing throughout Sedaria, infusing it into the architecture, like with Kyle Bellinor. The lights that just pop up when you touch them used to be lights that pop up when you walk next to them and it's dark enough. So motion detected lights all throughout the cities. A bunch of magical circles to improve the chances of rainwater gathering in certain places. Magical infrastructure was his goal, and he reigned for a pretty darn long amount of time. His reign ended when he was killed by Queen Greyana, who was the Drow Queen. All in all, one of the better kings of Sedaria.
Nice.
Doesn't take much, but here
And-
we are.
Magical 15-minute cities.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Very interesting. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright. So, Nyx will sort of like start to step in. Now, as we step in, is there any hint that the winds, like the crime winds, are nearby, or is it just silence?
Well, there is still wind blowing, that is very, very loud to begin with. You don't hear the whispering of the Hellwind. I'm not even going to have you make a perception check for that, because the whispering of the Hellwind is pretty damn distinct.
Mm-hmm. In which case, I will send Swift ahead, like, as I'm going as well.
Whee! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Here I go! Damn, this is windy! Woo, woo, woo!
Oh, it's okay, do you need help?
No, I got it! Whee!
This was an idea.
I think the pickles in this lady's pantry are still good!
Oh my god.
No shot. Fuck yes.
I'm
Fucking
imagining like,
1,000-year-old
Swift
pickles. Let's go.
Swift coming back with pickles with like a jar of pickles. She's just like munching on them. One of them has like a little hair. One of them has like a tuft of hair sticking out of it.
How's that for, how's that for treasure, Carolina?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Technically, it would be an excellent architectural find if Swift didn't eat them all.
God. Yeah, I'll start looking around for like anything that like of note that's been left behind or still like salvageable.
Sure, perception check. Oh, actually, no, sorry, investigation check.
Oop. Investigation, yes. That is a thing I can do. I cannot remember what made me proficient in it, but I just kind of am.
Okay. Alright. So, these buildings are ancient, and a lot of the furniture in it is rotted through, broken down, but you do manage to find in some houses a couple of bits and pieces of rusted metal that, with enough polish, could be made into some usable scrap.
Hey! Perfect.
6 total scrap.
Do you want me to add that to the cart or my inventory?
Whichever
Since
floats
we're
your
pulling,
boat.
yeah.
Up to you.
I'll put it on the cart. Might as well keep it all together.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're really hoarding up.
We are never letting our weapons be broken ever again.
Now that I have the module that checks for it, we're never letting it happen again.
For real though. Okay.
In the middle of your investigation, as you are like digging through piles of ancient furniture and whatnot, you can also hear some more like metal clattering from a nearby house. And looking over to the source of it, you can see just like ducking behind a window just out of sight before getting to a blocked view, what looks like a gigantic vulture wing.
Huh.
I guess this place is still occupied.
Is it hiding from us? Okay, is it hiding from us, or did it not notice us?
Insight check me, please.
Sir, yes, sir. Insight says we have a 21.
So, given the somewhat hurried nature of it ducking down, that is not the behavior of someone casually looking through. That is someone who does not want to be seen. You would guess they're hiding. Not well, but hiding.
Ty will kind of like low key, just like a stuck over there. Someone. Just make sure that it's on everybody's radar. And it's a wing.
Bang. IRS. No kidding.
Yeah. Gigantic wing, like vulture shaped and plumaged, but huge.
Is this...
Does it... God.
Is this bird wing or Aarakocra wing?
Or Sphinx wing was
Or
my question. Because we're in the desert.
Well, why would a Sphinx hide from us?
I don't like giving riddles. It means by Sphinx law I have to eat people that I don't really like doing that. They're super gamey.
I'm not
I
a
think one of those
devore!
people's a robot. I think one of those people's a robot, and I think that'll choke me.
I will have Swift go invisible and see if she can spot him.
Okay. Flying in, Swift sees like this hunched over, lanky, gangly creature. It looks like someone took a vulture and just slapped that onto a person and said, "You're now this." And the person stretched out to like very tall lengths, about 10 feet tall, you would estimate, with stretched out wings, gangly clawed arms and legs, and huge, like, fluffed out wings. It is big, and there appear to be 2 of them hiding in this house.
It's the Slenderman.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice little guy. Yeah. I like the idea that Nyx is perceiving through the senses, so the others just see Nyx's face go. They'll snap out of it and then just like put up 2 fingers to say there's 2 of them.
Tig raises 2 fingers, nods, and then just was about to move into action, then stops and just holds up 2, and then like does a big shrug, as in like 2 what? Yeah, okay, 2, but like 2, huh?
Shrug shoulders. No.
Ty kind of like looks at Nyx and does like almost like a claw like motion with their claws, as in like a aggressive question mark.
Do they seem more scared?
Carrying over the 21 insight and describing their behavior, they appear wary of a bunch of heavily armed, heavily armored strangers rummaging through the town. They don't appear scared, but they appear to just be like, if we hunker down, they're not gonna bother us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's art, thank you.
Yeah. More
Oh,
so.
Horrifying, thank you.
Yeah. I think they want to keep themselves to themselves.
Tig nods slowly and just kind of yeah, honestly their first instinct is to just start like playing something chill, just to kind of like reinforce the fact that, hey, we're just looking around, like we're just here, like this isn't like a ambush, like we're not hiding, like we're here and we're not aggressive, I guess. So yeah, they kind of play the lute, or the bass lute, put in some background music, and just kind of keep an eye on where those things are.
All right. They're not making any moves.
Excellent, very good, love to hear it.
No news is good news.
Exactly. Is there anything else we want to look for here?
Maybe just any more hints of like, because obviously there's the winds, but also like any hints of the fall, like any signs of like the cause of it. Like we know the cause of it, but I don't know how to word it. Any signs of the damage?
It appears as you go further, like into the outer city, towards the edge of where it overlooks the chasm. Some buildings have foundations there, but no actual building on top of them, as if like wind force was strong enough to just rip a stone building straight out of the foundation and send it tumbling down into the chasm below.
My God.
God. I can imagine how much more painful mentally that would have been than physically.
Tech kind of like looks down into the chasm and just looks at Nyx and just... We could call it equal, probably. Horrible either way.
A bad mix.
Yeah.
Falling is a rotten way to go.
Why settle why here? Is my question. I mean, even 3,000 years ago, it was still desert, was it not?
Not necessarily. Barkat points
No.
down. So north side, down a couple of rivers, down a couple of mountain levels. River, straight down there. Elves who sailed in would go down the river. They'd find this as a settling point. Plus, this is the southern edge of the plateau. So, not quite desert. Would give them a high altitude with which to look down on any particular invaders coming up from above. Terrain is doable. It's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Good hunting if you get a good vantage point up here.
Tig nods, and then looks at fucking Barkat as though they're seeing him for like the 1.5 time, and just, you're so right, bestie, and just, no, yes, no, thank you, no, that, yes, I didn't see that before, but,
Carolina looks up from a map at Barkat, looks down, looks back up. How the hell did you know that? I'm a smart boy. I ate a book about it. I gained its power.
Yeah, he ate the book.
He's absorbing their powers.
The book eating thing has to be one of my favorite bits, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So real. So real.
He ate a book about it.
Yeah. I refrained from eating the Manticores because I didn't want to get the powers of whatever the hell that was.
True. Did you hear the way they were talking? Blech. Awful. Horrible.
Megan grunts and says, I do not know half of the things they were saying, but something about them made my computer brain wish to automatically block them out of my mind. ban them from speaking, so to speak.
Probably for the best.
It was reflexive, almost automated.
God, I love Megan. I wish Megan. I wish I could be friends with Megan in real life. Honestly,
Honestly,
So true.
she'd be awesome.
So, Carolina looks back down at her map, looks back over the edge. So, again, I'm going where you guys are going, because you have the weapons and can protect me. So if we want to go to the Acherite Mine, great. But, and you might not like this, so one of the maps says, the treasure's located in a yawning pit of the west, where hell cries but only pandemonium enters. She points down at the chasm to the west.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we keep running into these things.
Why would it be down there?
I don't know.
Well, you know, if you really wanted to leave something somewhere and not have anyone else touch it, I guess.
It would be in the Hellwind pit.
Yeah.
Gotta be real honest, though,
You know what?
I don't want to go down there.
You know, I know you don't want to go down there, but, like, do you really not want a thing?
At some point, I want to go down there, but if we're going into pandemonium, then we should prepare for it.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put a pin in it, and we will come back with better reinforcements.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Helena, I'm
Yeah?
so sorry, but what was the name and title of your father again?
Duke Crestmoon?
Where the heart of the seeking Duke laid his domain for the heart of his descendant. Looks at Helena. Does that sound familiar?
It does. It sure does.
How long would you want to wait on that?
Now, no pressure, Helena, but we are friends. We've been through a lot together.
Up. Tyke steps between Carolina and
I'm just
Helena.
saying if there was, if it might not be there.
Yes,
Just keep pushing Carolina away.
anyways, yeah, they're both the same height because Kobold and Halfling too, which is even better. Or I guess she's technically half Halfling.
Half
whatever.
halfling, quarterling.
Quarterly.
All right.
That being said,
That being said, I'm not gonna like it. But if anyone does have claim to whatever's down there, it would be me. And if anyone could get the keepers there to not complain about us looking for treasure there, it would be me.
well, in that case, I suppose the question is there anything that you want down there, Helena?
I don't fucking know what my dad put down there. Yeah.
Would you be interested in finding out?
Yes. He said that it was reserved to be my dowry for whatever strapping young man won my hand. None of you fuckers have won my hand, I'm letting you know that right now, but I doubt he's gonna care.
Well, yeah, it still goes to you.
Damn right it does.
I didn't know that you were looking, I suppose. Are you?
No?
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad I got the correct read on that then.
Yeah, circumstances would be a bit weird.
Uh-huh. Well, we're not there yet, but good to know. And thank you, Helena, for being frank and honest about it.
When am I not?
Pauses, looks up, thinks about it. I have no idea, so whenever you're not, it's not any of my business. Wink.
Exactly. Right, well, if we wanted to make a detour and stop there, tower's just a day south. We could warp over, grab it real quick, warp back here.
Sure.
Sure.
It is a safe plan of action. Out of character, considering we're 2 people down. Who's gonna say no to another treasure hoarder, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's go
Yeah.
slow.
All right.
Many.
We have a plan of action, and it will take effect next time on Legends of the Wildlands. We will see you all next week. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. That's a little woo-woo aura noise of the aura activating, because technically Megan is still on the scene. Woo. But we will see you next week for more adventures through Sedaria. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.